podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 9-7 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside Bo Mason.
What's goody?
That's it. It's just us, man. Danny out here sleepwalking, man. I don't know what the fuck, man. He I don't know. He might as well quit the gym if this was gonna be happening. You know what I'm saying? Can't wake up. But and it sucks because I picked a tough ass subject. You feel me? Like I definitely need somebody to play tennis with and go back and forth because we're here to discuss the shocking, Bo. Would you call it shocking? Would you call it clout chasing? Would you call it building the fight? Or is Claressa Shields, does she believe what she's saying?
I mean, to be honest, every boxer says this before they get into the fight. As far as, I'm going to get the knockout, I'm going for the knockout. Majority of them say this, bro, but I believe her. I want to believe her, so I'm going to believe her. And, yeah, I hope she can. I believe she will. And if she does what she says she going to do, it'll elevate her star status to a much higher level.
Now, why would all of a sudden her knockout streak start now? And I guess the only thing I can see is she's going to prove what she's been saying, that, Savannah's been performing at the level she's been performing because of the level of opposition. So when she gets in there with someone like Claressa, it'll be night and day. I still don't know that gets her the knockout. I don't even know how many knockouts she got. I probably should have Googled that before the start of the show. But, yeah, I don't remember her for knocking women out. So, yeah, I don't know how that's going to happen. But I will give you guys a quick Google search here. Let's see exactly what is her KO ratio. And they have a common opponent, so it's strange. I'm pretty sure Savannah was the one to KO the common opponent. I think it may be Hannah something or Hasbin or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, Ivana Hasbins. And it looks like Claressa, she's got a total of...
I don't think that's the one. It's somebody else.
She's got a total of 2 knockouts. She's 12-0, perfect record, no knockouts.
One common opponent they had was Femke Hermans, and that's who
Okay.
Savannah just knocked out this year.
Okay. And that was a 2-star fight for Claressa for some reason, even though there was 3 titles on the line. And I'm screen sharing right here on YouTube.com if you want to follow along.
It was a 1-star fight
For Savannah?
Yup.
Okay, at least they're
consistent with the adjustment.
yeah, with the grading of the fight, I guess. But nonetheless, she's got 2 knockouts. It sounds to me this is more build up than reality talk. I'll just be real.
But you do believe she does want to knock Savannah out, and
I believe everybody wants to knock everybody out. Like, that's better for TV.
True enough.
Bo, they're saying to adjust the poll. Coyote, who's a mastermind, shout out to Coyote. He's been a mastermind for some time.
Put Savannah by decision twice.
Okay, no problems. It's early, baby. We up early, baby. We taking over. Listen, it's going down today, man. Pretty soon they are gonna be calling me Mr. Vegas, man. You guys gonna see today we have an amazing video shoot where we're gonna be doing an entire kind of vlog video style, showing you guys exactly what's gonna be happening August 29th, and you know, all the hoopla that we've been, you know, kind of teasing you with will be revealed in today's video that has to be shot and edited. So again, just because it's today's video doesn't mean you get it today. It's got to be shot and edited. But it's going to be fun, I'm hoping. I even brought a change of clothes, you know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't bring it, but I'm going back to change on some go back and change, you know? I wonder if Danny's going to make it to that one. What do you think?
He got to make it to that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we don't know. It's like unknown. Like, I don't even know the over-under on that.
On which one? Claressa?
Danny making it or not.
Oh. Nah, I mean, I think he's a favorite to make it to that. It's the afternoon, you know. No one's really late to an afternoon meeting.
What's the over under him making it and being in an actual good mood?
That's a different story. That's a different story for sure. But I hope, man. I hope. That's all I can say. I hope he is in a good mood. But I am excited for this fight, and that's why I chose to go this route with the topic. So I am going to need some listener engagement, as women's boxing never is the most popular thing to discuss. But this is a, would you call it monumental? I don't know. I think that's too big. Right?
I mean, it's not as big as the Serrano-Katie Taylor, or do you think it is?
It's not as big as Serrano-Katie Taylor.
It's like one notch up on
I think it is, because these two women have
a backstory.
Yes, exactly. They have built-in history. It's there. Yeah. I think this one is bigger. But it's so funny you bring that one up. I was watching the Katie Taylor, announcement, and the way that she reacted when she got the win, and that was beautiful, man. She was like, talking shit. If what I saw was the Serrano fight, post fight, then that was pretty dope, man. She was very excited and animated, but aggressive in her. I told you.
They so me thinking about it again.
Yeah.
I think when I say Amanda Katie was a bigger event or fight or whatever, I'm going off of after the fight actually happened, like seeing how the fight went down, what the fight was for, things like that. So maybe Claressa, after seeing that fight as well, maybe the overall event will be bigger in its entirety. The event, the build-up, all that, than Katie versus Serrano, if that makes any sense to you.
I guess.
The build-up is bigger for Savannah and Claressa.
Yes.
But the overall event should be bigger as well if they put on a great, entertaining fight. Like,
well, I mean,
which event?
Rob, if you're listening, which I hope you always are, which arena is bigger? Because that kind of settles it.
They were in Madison Square Garden, weren't they?
Uh-huh. And Claressa and Marshall going to the Juke, baby.
To which arena?
That's what I'm saying. Whatever, pretty
O2.
much.
O2.
All right, well, there you go. O2. How many did that hold? That's a lot. That's a lot, man.
20,000.
Oh, okay. So that's like Madison Square.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be.
Man, they should have did it in Wembley. Wembley got 90,000.
It's just gonna be louder though. You know that.
Yeah.
If it's in the UK, 20K in the UK, 20,000 fans, they gonna be cheering.
They gonna sell out for sure.
Like crazy for Marshall. You know, I wish my girl Claressa the best on that enemy territory, man.
Yeah, why she got to go over there?
That's where the money at. Boxer putting up the money. It's all about the money. Yeah, I'm excited though because it sounds like Claressa. Once Claressa and Savannah are out there and everything is rocking and rolling, Shadeja Green's gonna roll up. I hope they really could pull that off. Because that's kind of good, a good look on, from a media standpoint, getting the name out there.
I'm saying, what you saying? What do you mean she gonna roll up?
What you mean? What I mean?
I mean, is you saying what I think you saying, or is you saying something different? I think you saying Shadeja gonna go to the UK.
Yeah, that's what we was told. Danny's trying to freaking go with him and shit. Yeah.
You think they would actually give her a shot to be on any type of TV?
She was invited by the network.
Seriously?
Yes.
I want to see how that all plays out.
Me too. People gotta, that's why I think it's important that they take advantage of this moment, kind of make as much fuss about it as possible from a media standpoint. Get as much attention as they can on this, so that more people start to, be like, okay, there's another girl out here that we want to see fight, that we want to see get a shot, So, because that's what's wrong. That's the only reason that she hasn't gotten an opportunity. Obviously, fight fans don't know her, so they can't demand for a fight that they don't know about. You know what I mean? She's not gotten the, Diego Pacheco and what's my man Raymond Ford treatment, where every single fight has been televised. You had to go to dark showrooms and stuff like that. And look, a bit of that might be her own doing. I'm not going to paint a sob story, because then it doesn't add up. It's like, how could a person be that good and not sign to the right person? Boo Boo Andrade, right? But then he got with Eddie and still didn't get opportunities. But similar situation, man. She was with Porter. I don't know what happened, why she's not with Ken anymore. I knew her before she was with Ken. I thought her getting with Ken would be right for her. I'm assuming it was the whole Jersey Vegas thing. Not everybody's ready to relocate, especially when the big bucks, they not right in your face.
She win this, she got to relocate. Or is it a lot of female work out here in that weight class?
Here?
I mean, you can hypothetically, it's easy to just say yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
but she don't need female work. That's why I'm excited for you guys to see her, man. She don't. That's not what she
can't
do.
Spar dudes every day though.
That's what she do. That's what she do. It's rare, man. It's rare the girls that spar her, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I'm saying, so when she's sparring, it's like dudes like more novice level, or is it just pros?
Pros, man. Pros, everything, man. She spars, like I said, she spars Derevyanchenko. She spars them all, man. She spars Hakeem Nurse.
I'm saying though, like for a camp, or she just like ran. Oh yeah, Derevyanchenko, I think I could go 4 rounds with you.
She always in the gym. She always in the gym. So sparring day, she in there. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to tell you that she's a man.
Right.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen her get hit, and they might be like, oh, tell a dude to fall back to remember she's a girl, but she's a big, strong girl, bro. I told you, man. Like in a real fight, I would have went down because I'm not allowed to turn my back and run, bro. But I dipped off. I wasn't trying to take a knockdown, but I couldn't breathe. Her double left hook ain't nothing to play with. I want to see that shit on a high level, and soon enough, because she's got common opponents with these girls, man. She's been on that level. It's just not been on TV, and that's it. That's all. But she's going to be making a trip out there, and she's working with Serafina. I don't know what capacity. I don't know if it's like an official contract or anything like that. But obviously Serafina let us know, and then I spoke to her manager yesterday, and he let me know that, they've been in talks with her. So we'll see. Hopefully they get something shaken, man, because time waits for no woman. That's the problem. Claressa is young and totally accomplished. She's 27 years old, multiple division champ, multiple time unified champ, and undisputed champ. Marshall is 31 years old. She's a one-time champ that Claressa vacated a belt so that this fight could be as big as it is. So,
you know what I like about Claressa?
Talking to the mic.
You know what I like about Claressa, and most likely Savannah as well?
Was that
even though, well, with Claressa specifically, even though she already a champion, she's accomplished a lot, got the gold medals there, like she's still hungry. She still want more. Just like, what's his name? Lomachenko, like he's still hungry. He still want more. Like they still trying to prove themselves, even though they already well beyond proven. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely know what you mean.
I really admire that. And Devin got the same thing. He got all the belts, but he still want more. Like they still want more out the game. So they gonna train and stay focused and not be out here BSing with the small amount of success that they may have or whatever scale it's on.
Yeah, man, that's what separates the special fighters from the ordinary fighters, man. The right. elite from the contenders, man. It takes a special individual to become a champion, let alone multiple times champion. You learn to respect. You learn to respect. I never thought Pedraza would do it or Paulie would be able to do it. Malignaggi, you know what I mean? We talking about 2-time champ. That's not easy. It's not easy because a lot of people's favorite fighters, they've never done that. Hashtag 2-time, they've never done that. So
sound like you're going with Joshua.
He did it.
That's what I'm saying. It sound like you're going with him in the Usyk fight.
No, that would be hashtag 3-time if I was picking her.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be 3-time.
You think he gonna win?
In theory, yeah, man. But look, this is the game plan that I wanted him to use in the first fight. He using it now. It might be too late for that. And we might get proven that we were wrong. that us, at home coaches don't know what the fuck we talking about, because again,
You saying he might just outbox him?
he might get outboxed again. I'm saying,
Okay, so you don't think there's no way he can outbox him? He got to bring that pressure and be the big man to win.
I am not saying that, but I am saying that I would prefer to see him go with the game plan of being the bigger man and knocking out Usyk, walking him down. Just, aggressive. If you got to be Maidana at 6'7" with his weight, well, then be Maidana. But you have to be the bully. Now, I could be wrong. This is the same game plan I wanted him to use in the first fight, and he didn't use it, so I think that I'm right. He could try it this time, and Usyk just too nice. Outbox the shit out of his big ass. I don't know. I'm just assuming that he used the wrong game plan, and in that first fight, the game plan I wanted was walk him down. Like, what's so hard about that?
That thing or man you trying to walk down punching you in the face, that's what's hard about it.
Because you letting him. Because you ain't giving him nothing to be worried about. Because you sitting here trying to be a 6'9" pity patter on the back foot with your big ass go-go boots. Take them shits off, get you some Nikes, and walk forward, man.
Maybe Usyk, even though he not bigger, he tougher. You know what I'm saying? Toughness means
that man ain't tougher running around the ring. He's smarter. I give him that.
Man,
He the boxer.
I'll say maybe 2 weeks ago, I rewatched the Chisora versus Usyk fight.
Horrible fight.
Bruh, you got to rewatch it.
I don't want to rewatch it.
Nah.
I seen Chisora applying massive amounts of pressure
Correct.
to the undisputed champ. I seen Chisora landing motherfucking, not even amateur, novice right hands. The right hands he was sending, it was coming from his ankle.
And the whole time he was doing that, Usyk was touching him up.
Yeah, and getting hit.
He hit.
And getting hit.
You got to get in there. He tough.
Bruh, he was getting hit.
He took it.
He's getting hit by Chisora. That's why we thought
But
AJ would body him. But AJ, look, I think I seen a post yesterday of AJ looking in the mirror, man. I'm telling you, AJ's his own worst enemy, man. He out here listening to us.
Usyk
and
hit
he
that
went in
man.
there trying to outbox the boxer.
Usyk hit that man everywhere but the bottom of his feet.
And that's cool. But let me ask you a question.
From the beginning to the end of the fight.
Before-
Combination punching.
Before you and I
accuracy.
started watching boxing, wasn't there a phrase, you box the puncher, right? How's that phrase go? I'm about to
I
fuck
don't
it
know,
all
'cause
up.
I never heard it. I'm
Get
just
out of
listening.
here, man. No, don't do me like that. You know you heard that. Everybody in boxing heard that shit.
Nah, bro.
What is it? What is it? You box the puncher and fight the boxer? Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I understand that phrase, but I've never heard it before. I
Get
might have
outta here.
If I did, it was
You trying to
so-
make me look bad, Joe.
No, I'm
Everybody
not,
know
bro.
we heard
I
that
just
shit, man.
Type Y in the chat if you heard that before for yes. Type N in the chat if you haven't heard it. Is it still on members only?
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah, I sent it to the pre-pro.
I'm
but
sorry.
I ain't want to say it on the air. But
I ain't even noticed that, bruv. I'm in a whole nother. I'm over here wondering what's up with Danny now, because if he ruined the later appointment.
So if you heard the phrase box the puncher and fight the boxer, type Y in the chat for yes or type
And
N
don't
in the chat for
don't
no.
type Y or N if I'm like saying it wrong. Like if I'm messing up one word, don't fucking condemn me for that. Correct me and say yes, I've heard of it. Like get your little weird
So
asses out
it
of
look
here.
like I'm at this rate. It look like I might be the only one that hadn't heard it.
Really? Told you, bro.
Yeah, everybody's saying why.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you that phrase. I thought I said it wrong though. I think I still said. I don't think it's fight the boxer.
Big Fish Vega said this. Hold on. You box the brawler and
There
brawl
you
the
go.
boxer.
Nah. You don't brawl a boxer. Well, you do.
Yeah.
I get it, but you. I don't know. I don't know if that's the phrase though. But it exists and it's been around this sport before. You and I.
They say I've been under a Bama rock.
That's crazy.
We make up our own phrases in Bama. Know what I'm saying? So
Like which one? Which one y'all made up? Yo,
All the bad
speaking
stuff
of
popped up in my head,
Bama,
things that I can't say. What up?
did you see?
Wilder in Vegas?
We had a show on that yesterday, but I mean more about with Ngannou yesterday.
What happened?
Nothing. Ngannou just said what's up from what we get to see. You know,
to Wilder.
He
must have been watching the show.
We don't get to see everything, but you know he shook his hand or whatnot.
I made the fight yesterday live on the show. Thank you, Francis Ngannou, for watching. Mr. Dewey Cooper, I love you, brother. Wilder, do your thing, champ. Know what I'm saying? Statued up. We're ready for it. Can we get it at Christmas, Thanksgiving? Know what I'm saying? Give it to us after Alabama football game, bro. Late October. We ready.
That's Ngannou you want.
We want Ngannou.
Wilder Ngannou.
That's what we want.
He looked small, man. Could somebody send me that again? Because, I got it DM to me like a million times.
Let's put it in the Marvel state. What was the stadium in Africa that Mickey Bay and Tevin was going to fight at?
Yeah, but
put it there, and there's a rumbling jungle, too.
But didn't the president passing slow those things, those possibility of those type of things happening down?
In Africa?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know nothing about politics.
Me neither.
Right. Rumble in the Jungle 2. Francis Ngannou versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, baby, Tuscaloosa.
I hear you, man. I don't know if that. I guess in theory, that should be an okay fight for him to come back to, because Ngannou, he just not on that level, right?
You should watch him fight once. He a pretty tough dude.
I mean,
like
tough.
Extreme. I seen him getting choked out like on multiple occasions, or getting these leg locks, arm locks. He uses his hand to just pull the person's like lock off of him. Like, you don't really see that in MMA.
All right, but
like, he's so strong to where you can't you can't submit him.
But is he?
And he going through the pain as well. Like, he literally ended up getting locked up, but you can't submit him because he gonna get out of it off pure brute strength.
So this your man's now. You picking him
in a boxing fight
against Wilder?
Wilder gotta knock him out.
Gotta knock him out. So you not saying Wilder will knock him out? You saying he got to? So you giving Ngannou a chance?
I ain't giving. No, I'm saying not for a decision. Obviously, Wilder gotta knock him out for Wilder's career and legacy. Ain't no options. It's one. Knock him out. We don't want no decision. If it's the win decision, it's a failure. And not saying he's a failure in life. I'm just saying, like, the event, in my eyes and opinion, would be like a failure. Like, he got to knock him out. Knock out Ngannou. I believe he can do it. Speak of believe, receive, baby.
Damn. Putting the pressure, man. That's a comeback fight, man.
Beautiful. The perfect
comeback. I think Wilder knocks out a fucking MMA dude.
It's either him versus Ngannou or him versus Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown is the big guy. You know what I'm saying?
Who, Wilder?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Lucas Brown, he the perfect opponent.
Lucas just got to win, man.
Exactly. Coming off a knockout win.
My man got to win out on these streets, bro.
He a big guy. He look dangerous. He look scary. He reminiscent of like a Tyson Fury, just with tattoos, so he looks even like a tougher guy than Tyson Fury.
You funny. You say he looks scary.
Yeah, good for TV.
You hilarious. He don't look scary.
He looks scary, bro.
I get you though. I ain't gonna front the tattoos
and tattoos on his eyelids.
Yeah. He be. You right. I could see.
He a beast.
I could see somebody grandmother not thinking he
60.
What?
He like 6'5", 260, ain't
he? I mean, but he a little bit sloppy.
I mean, that's sloppy on TV with his shirt off, but if you around him in person, like, he gonna be big, bro.
I don't know, man. But listen, again, if you can get that Ngannou fight, you might as well go do your thing. You might as well.
Correction, he's 6'5", 261.
And that's
Francis. No. Lucas Brown.
Okay. Yeah, man. Can Lucas get in here? Has he fought in America that you remember?
I've never seen him fight in America. Good question.
Yeah, he might not be able to get up in this piece.
Wilder got to go to Australia then.
What the fuck, man?
And fight outside.
Bruh, they got a whole bunch of American heavyweights over here that Wilder's team rocks with. Like, why would they go?
They got to put the money up to make a big event, bro. We don't want to see no Wilder versus Michael Sprott. Or what was the dude name?
Michael Sprott.
What was the dude that...
he actually fought Michael Sprott, didn't he?
Yeah, what was the dude that Usyk fought as his first fight at heavyweight?
Chaz Weatherspoon?
Chaz, yeah, we don't want to see him versus Chaz Weatherspoon or no.
Why not? Y'all let Usyk fight him. Let Wilder get a comeback. Y'all let Usyk get a tune-up.
Because the name ain't big or the name ain't good. That guy really don't have fans like that. We want to see him fight somebody that that has fans and that the people can get behind to make a big fight. People can get behind Lucas Brown. When they see him looking all freaky, they're going to be saying, get Wilder.
And you're right. I think they could make that a decent looking event, and Wilder.
It's just like wrestling. It's the same thing.
What you mean?
Boxing with matchmaking is just like wrestling if you want to do it right. The way Don King did it was the best way. He take a movie star and make him into a pro boxer and a competitor for Ali in no time.
I don't know if Don King.
Rocky Balboa was a guy with the right story, the right look, the accent, everything.
I don't know.
Found him in a book.
I don't know if Don King is a dude we should be bringing up, man. Did you see the news?
What'd he do this time?
He ain't paid my boy, man.
Which one?
Daniel Dubois. Yeah, Dubois out here saying he ain't get paid, man. He like, what's going on? I ain't gonna front, though. Your man's put out a press release today talking about he paid this and he paid that and he couldn't pay this because Frank Warren didn't never send the wire of information and he still hasn't replied. I'm like, knock it off, man. You tell me you waiting to pay that man till Frank hit you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Yo, Don don't give a. And then he titled his press release. Oh my God, let me pull it up because I
titled it. Who titled?
Well, you know, he the owner. He the owner. So, this shit wild. He the owner. Ain't nothing coming out of there, without his okay. Especially when it's about him.
I don't know the insides of what's going on, so I don't know. Can't speak on that.
Nah, I'm about to read it in 1 second. Pulling it up in the email here. And if you're joining us live, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Actually, it don't matter if it's live in the future, the present, the past. Hitting the thumbs up is always going to help with the visibility and the growth of the show. So do us a favor and hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And tell a friend to do the same thing as we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. But we ain't going to be able to do that without you. So we need you to tell as many people as possible that we rock out daily, multiple times a day. Like today, Thursday, where we have another show at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Jesus, did I fucking delete this thing?
Canelo said Don King pretty much said he didn't know where to send the money.
Yep. I think I deleted it. I'm going to have to fucking search my whole emails. Bullshit.
We got a few super chats as well.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Check this title out. World's greatest promoter, Don King, has never, all caps, not paid a fighter. And this is certainly not the case with Daniel Dubois. So basically, he came out and said that, he paid like 400 and something thousand to the IRS, which I would want a receipt. Don't you pay my taxes for me. Fuck out of here. Trying to send me to jail. Give me that. I'll handle that. Shit. Look at him talking about, we ain't have your banking information. That shit don't even sound right. I'm not even fronting, man. That shit don't sound right. But that's certainly the case for the WBA heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois. After winning the title on Don King promoted show June 11th, 2022 in Miami, Dubois and his promoter and manager Frank Warren, who was not allowed to enter the United States, need to get together and renew acquaintances. Now check out how he's coming for them. He like, Frank can't even get in the country. Like he trying to throw him under the bus. So then he goes on and he says, promoter King has requested banking and wire information from Warren for 2 months with no reply. So now let's think for a moment, right? We do know that Frank might be in some ish with the whole MT whatever. I'm not going to finish letters because I hear they're gagging orders. But you know what we're talking about. Those guys over there from Ireland and all that stuff that's been reported. So is it far-fetched to believe that maybe Frank doesn't have access to an account because he doesn't want it frozen? I don't know. I'm just, assuming. I told you boxing is drama, so I'm jumping off the deep end with the assumption here. But Bo, what about you?
I don't even get into any of this. I don't know none of them guys doing. I wish them all the best. I hope everybody did right and they just got it wrong.
I get your little political answer.
I don't know.
But the question is pretty black and white.
I can play the game, but
Don King is alleging that he had been attempting to reach Warren for banking information at no avail. Mm-hmm. With everything that's going on, the criminal cases, the bans from the United States, a lot of different people not being allowed into the United States that have association with a certain acronym. Mm-hmm. Do you believe what King is insinuating, that there may be some possibility that there aren't any bank accounts to get from Warren because of what's going on?
I say when a man meets his mission, he and his mission become one. That's all I got for that. That's all I got.
Definitions to Bo's wisdom will drop fourth quarter, hardcover, and digital releases. King has already paid Dubois foreign taxes to the IRS, $420,666.12. And I quote, I have talked with Dubois and his father about the matter, said King. I've told them the money was in escrow and waiting for Dubois' promoter and manager, Frank Warren, the wiring instructions. Did Frank lose my number? He knows where to reach me. So, I don't know. Again, is it common practice not to just pay the fighter and you have to pay the promoter and the promoter pays the fighter? I don't know. But this all seems strange. And then he goes on to say, open quote, I love Frank Warren. His word, honor, and integrity have been above and beyond any contract or agreement with me. His word has been his bond. Impeccable. I am deeply hurt and terribly disappointed in what is happening now. I've never not paid a fighter, and that is certainly not the case here. End quote. There you go. My man King ain't letting nobody smear his name. He out. He came out right away.
He a man of the people. He a man of his word. He lasted in this game longer than we all been alive.
I mean, I don't know about lasted. I don't know about lasted. Like
did he have an event on June 4th like that?
Absolutely. And that dude was a regular champion, which I'm not downplaying. I'm saying, as a promoter, to have a regular champion is a good thing. I'm just saying, when you were the guy, you know it, bro. You know it. Like when you used to drop a song every week and you're on the Billboard, now you drop a song a week and nobody don't care, or you ain't got a song to drop because he ain't got fighters. The metaphor is he ain't got no fighters.
Trevor Brown was one of his fighters.
And that's what I'm saying. That's a single. That ain't an album.
I mean, that's a fighter.
That's a single. That ain't an album. That ain't even
Understood.
a star. That's
I
not
got
a star. That's not Beyonce. That's not
Right,
Ashanti. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to be like, I don't know, Interscope, man. He used to have all the artists, and now you
But
don't. So
even at this age, like he couldn't do nothing with all of that.
I get it, but
old.
this is not an argument. A person that had 20, 30 big name fighters and now only has one or two
and he
mediocres.
like 95 years old too.
All right. And I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying he's obviously regressed in his business tremendously. Like, I'm sure the size of his headquarters is not even the same anymore.
You think you're going to be able to pull up here to TVB Studios, TVB headquarters at 95 years old in that Corvette, make it up them stairs and walk in here and sit
Well,
down?
first of all, unlike Don
That's
King,
before even doing the show.
Unlike Don King and a bunch of other fools out here, I made the right deal. I got an elevator. Don't you ever forget that.
Right.
Shit.
I seen a video, bro.
Put me in no mediocre box with these dudes without elevators. I got an elevator.
I seen a video from like 10, 15 years ago where Don King was doing an interview with a lady, and like literally like he had trouble like getting in the ring to sit down.
Why?
Cause he like age and issues.
Okay, so how old is he? Is he legit 94 or you just blowing smoke?
So I'm gonna look it up to see how old he is, but
because I was about to bring up that dude that I know nothing of, but I happen to be having the news on by mistake because I don't watch it. And some dude from the Dodgers, my man died at 94 years old.
Don King 90. He was born. Oh my God!
What?
Me and Don King got the same birthday.
Oh my God!
August 20th, 1931.
Damn!
No wonder that's my man.
That's your man's in them.
The legend, the man.
August 20th. What is that sign?
World's biggest
What's your
boxing
sign,
promoter,
man?
Don
I
King.
can't even touch my phone. What's your sign?
A king.
What's your sign?
King. Like Don.
Spartans! Nah. What's your sign?
And in the famous words of Don King, a flute with no holes is not a flute, and a donut with no holes is a Danish. Me and Don King, man.
I've never heard any of those. But that's okay. That's okay. Tell Don, do right by his fighters, man. Stop being out here. Why he always got to be alleged to be in some shit? They always alleging him to do some shit, man. Can't be like that, man.
He always stand his ground, right?
That's okay, but don't.
And you incapable of standing your ground if you ain't solid. So
no, but
solid.
listen. At one point or another, it gets boring and repetitive to have people accuse you of things. Regardless if you keep vindicating and showing that they're lying, it's just like, why is there always some sort of dark cloud surrounding you? It's pretty weird.
I mean, think about the life he had prior to becoming a boxing promoter.
I know. He did some time.
Yeah, he had.
You know, so
been through a lot,
and that's why.
But
that's why I'm a little harder on him, because you know he was given a second shot and he made it to the top of the mountaintop. So it's like, come on, man.
And did his thing with it.
I don't know. There's a lot of people of color that have a lot of issues with Don, and I have an issue with that because
they read.
You need to be trying to help your people.
Like they always say, he robbed Tyson, this, that, and other. I love Tyson. I love Don King, but I mean, Tyson had a lot of issues during that time? So who's to say he didn't just blow his money? Based off the lifestyle he was living, it looked like he blew it. The man had tigers and lions. Larry Holmes had buses and hotels and all. Bro, these dudes was mega rich, mega rich. You think Charlo's got money? You think Canelo got money? They had bigger money than that 30 years ago.
And that's cool. But if he holding $500,000 from Dubois, how much of them $30 million checks was he holding from Tyson?
Come on,
was he spoon feeding him like, nah, man, just take this $5. I'll give you another $5 in 20 years. The fuck?
Tyson was the first.
Give me mine.
That we in our lifetime, Money Mayweather. Tyson had everything.
What he had?
Tigers.
He had Robin Givens. I ain't never liked Robin Givens.
I like Robin.
Word?
Yeah, nice lady.
You wildin'. That was because wasn't she on? Don't help me. What was it? Different world.
I don't think she was on. I don't recall seeing her on like a sitcom.
What?
Maybe
Man,
maybe
you a
like
young buck,
maybe
man.
like a novella.
Get your young buck out of here, man. Somebody with some age talk to me, man. Somebody in the chat tell this
She was
whippersnapper.
on a regular. I never seen her on a TV show. She was always in movies. When
She was on A Different World, probably on the Cosby's too. What's wrong with you,
Robin
man?
Givens was not on A Different World to my knowledge.
Man, you
But
out here tripping.
I watched a lot of A Different World. Though.
He out here tripping, man. Where my different? Yo, who that on Discord, man? Yo, if you on Discord, try video. We got video.
Somebody already. No. So when we no. Only moderators can cut the video on Discord, and that's like on the back call. So hopefully.
All right, well, forget it. We don't need no video. Half them be driving anyway. We ain't gonna be able to
All right,
see
hold
them.
on. We got the guest here.
What guess?
The 7 a.m. guest.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. We got a guest, and Danny ain't show up. Y'all know how it is, man. Y'all see? Y'all see how it is? No show, Danny. No show. Dan, he told me who was the guest. It's a trainer, and we're not all super familiar. So this is going to be educational here. We're going to learn about this guy. Let me get to these super chats. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we got? First one, Coyote in the UK sends £2. He says, your poll's messed up, needs redoing. We handled it. Thank you. Alan G, $5 super chat says, y'all have Marshall by decision twice. Laugh out loud. Good morning, TBV. Yo, Danny, where you at, cuz? Yeah, Bo fixed that. Shout out to Alan G. Alan G did send a $5 super chat, so that gets him a wheel spin. If you don't know what the wheel spin is, you about to find out real quick, because here on this show, we appreciate your super chats so much that we have created raffles for each individual super chat. And what I mean by that is like certain price super chats put you in different raffles. As you can see from this amazing raffle wheel that has an autographed hat by Custom TBV, signed by Nico Ali Walsh. Then we got an autographed Custom TBV glove by David Benavidez. We also have an Eric Morales El Terrible Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame shirt. We also have a 1 of 2,500 spray ground limited release, never re-released gold camo black vegan leather with the shark bite bag at $15. IBO shirt is a little $10 raffle. Money May, if you land on that, you could just get any of these prizes. You just say, yo, I'm the boss, man. Whatever, put me in the raffle for all of these or one of these or however you want to do it. We got the $5 TBV custom keychain. And we got a custom Danny Garcia glove. I keep saying custom, you know why? Because they come on TBV gloves. So you'll never get an autographed glove like this again, because this is TBV only. Albert Bell also autographed glove, and the Kenichi Bear headphones, Hibernation 5s, are all on this wheel. Other things as well, as you see, we got the giveaway. If you want to come to Vegas, buy a $75 raffle ticket, and if you are selected, we will pay your round trip flight and your hotel, plus invite you into this beautiful $15 million facility to watch the live pay-per-view with us and some special invited guests. But let me spin his wheel. All right, so he landed on the giveaway, which once again, we have it there just to remind ourselves, to continue to tell you and to remind you of what's going on. But you don't have to land on the Canelo Triple G giveaway to actually buy a raffle ticket. All you have to do is contact us on DM, any social media, however your preferred way of contacting us, and or just send a Cash App of $75 for one raffle ticket with your name for the Canelo Triple G all-inclusive trip. So once again, that was for Alan G. We got Isaiah Guzman with the 199 super chat. Says Bumgarner versus Mayer. Bumgarner in 7 rounds. The bomb emoji. Talk is ticking emoji. So Danny is going to be going to see Bumgarner while I'm in Florida. I'll be doing the show from there, like in the past, and Danny will hit the road. He's going to go back to Jaron Ennis, back to Shakur, and go see Alicia Bumgarner. So we're working out all those details to make sure that we can obviously bring you all that content. Remember, we're uploading content, one-on-one exclusive interviews daily to our YouTube channel. So you might want to keep your eyes out for that. You know, you don't want to be left behind on all the goodness that we've been getting. So let's see. We got some more super chats. That one was for Isaiah. We got Coyote back with another one, another 2 pounds. He said, when Claressa gets KO'd, will she still be the GOAT? Well, Muhammad Ali was considered the GOAT with losses, so one loss doesn't define her career. It would all have to do with, I guess, the end of her career and how that particularly played out. I got a big, fat $20 super chat from Dallas's own For Surefire D, Bang the Boxer, and Box the Banger. You're welcome, fellas. Shout out to For Surefire D, who is an amateur and does want to turn pro or probably already turned pro, and he got a fat $20 super chat. So he may get multiple spins or he may just get lucky with 1 or 2 big things. Let's see. Spinning the wheel. Where do you land? Okay, TBV hoodie. So that's one thing right there. We put him in the name for that, TBV hoodie. And that was for show. Fire D in Dallas. And that means you still got another $5 left on that 20. So we give you another spin. Just in case you land on another $5 raffle. You in there like swimwear. You feel me? Uh-oh, spray ground bag. I got to show y'all this. So again, For Surefire D, you was already more than generous and sent us a beautiful $20 super chat this morning. And luckily, you know, we went and appreciated you so much that we put that into the running for a custom champion TBV hoodie that was handcrafted by Fitwear brand that all the fighters in boxing use. That being said, you did land on the spray ground bag and you have $5. If you send another 10, you'll be in the raffle for this beautiful gold camo. I love this camo. You know you love it. Matches my shirt slightly when you kind of get the glare going. You know, see the backside? Beautiful. Spray ground. One-offs, baby. Only 2,500 of these made. These have already been released. No more of these. This is a one-off. See that? So we're giving these out. This is vegan leather. Got the shark bite right here in the black leather. Beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Shout out For Surefire D. Let me know what you want to do. Who next? R. Jonesy with the 199 super chat says, I got AJ plus 650 for decision and like plus 200 for KO. Yeah, those are good bets because I think the fight is still 50-50. But obviously the bookies believe that Usyk is such a great boxer that he'll be able to do it again. And that can very well be the case. But I think we have our guests. So I'm going to take a quick intermission and be right back with them.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people?
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building. Adrian, the problem Rome, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Outside ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Intrigue the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready! Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, Payne. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and joined with Rocky Jimenez. What's going on, man? I'm from the tri-state area, so I am familiar with the last name Jimenez because of Luis Jimenez. He was like a Spanish radio disc jockey. Turn his mic, please. Let me get a mic check. Hello. Yeah, just bring it closer. That arm can still get a little. There you go. So, Rocky, man, you are a trainer at DLX?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you look extremely young. How long have you been training? And were you a fighter before, I guess?
I was an amateur fighter before, since I was little, so I can remember. I did also martial arts, and I've been training for a couple of years now. I started when I first came to Vegas. I started fighting. I started fighting in California. Came out here, and worked for Rival Boxing, and.
You said for Rebel or Rival?
Rival.
The glove company.
Yeah, the glove company. Yeah, and now I'm a trainer now. DLX Boxing.
Shout out to Russ Abner, right? He's the
Russ Amber. Yeah, he's a good guy. Cut man for Lomachenko. Very good guy.
So wait, is he only a cut man, or isn't he like part owner of that company, Rival, or no?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, cool. So when did you transition into training from? Because you were an amateur for how long, and then what year did you stop?
So I stopped fighting at 25.
Okay.
I stopped competing around 25, and had jobs here and there. Then went to Rival Boxing. I was there for like about four years, I think, and then pandemic hit, and then everything shut down, and then I was like, oh no, you know what I mean, like everybody else, and I got in touch with the gym owner from DLX Boxing, and I was trying to help her with her gym and stuff like that with bags and setting up the ring and doing all that, and they told me to come down and start training people at DLX, and I've been there ever since. And how long has that been now? It's been for 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you loving it?
Love it. It's great. It's something I have to do, you know. I love training fighters, amateur fighters, anybody who wants to learn the sweet science and boxing, you know. So it's great.
And so what would you say your specialty is, or your expertise as a trainer? Because some people, are known for their pad work, others for their mind, or are you a mixture of both? Because you are youthful.
I would say hit and not get hit. The sweet science of boxing, of not getting hit. Me as an amateur fighter, I was always a slick fighter, a fast fighter. Didn't have a lot of power, but I didn't get hit much. But so that's where like my movement and footwork, and I would say I'm more like a speed guy, really not get hit.
So are you training any pros, or are you working with the amateurs that come in the building?
I'm working with the amateurs that come in the building. I was an amateur myself, and I want to. It's good to see, amateurs that you teach. Like that come in and actually really learn and don't pick up bad habits. So when they go into the pros, you have the good fundamentals. And being, a 100 pounds, 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 100
as though that you're working with amateurs, have you grown fond of any fighters, or have you seen any that you believe have the potential to become pro?
Yeah, we have some in our gym. We have Gino Spadafora.
Okay.
Gino Spadafora, he's a really good amateur, and we have Hassan Rahman. He's a really good amateur too. I believe those guys will, if they keep at it, could be world champions.
Yeah, I got the pleasure of meeting Rahman the other day, and everyone was telling me how good he is in that gym, man.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a very talented kid. You know, I had a pleasure of working with him when he first came to the gym, and but he's very good, man. Very talented. A lot of power. He's only like 15 years old.
Welterweight, right?
Yeah, 15 years old. And he carries a lot of power behind, a lot of snap, good speed. You know what I mean? He listens well. You know, so he's gonna be good.
Now, how do you, I guess, not get yourself hurt emotionally or attached, because you're dealing with amateurs, so they might come in the gym 3 months. Next time you see them, they're on the football field, or they're not interested in boxing anymore. Have you been through those situations, and how have you dealt with them?
Not really, but it's I say as long as they're learning, you know what I mean? I'm there to teach, you know what I mean? I don't if someone wants to, I don't know, stay with me for long term, and then maybe they left me over the years, and that would kind of suck, you know what I mean? But as long as they're learning, you know what I mean, I'm there to teach. You know, anybody who wants to come in, even if they want to come in for a month, you know what I mean, and as long as they take what I've taught them and, you know, apply it to life and all that stuff, and, you know.
So why boxing for you? I know you were an amateur, but what got you into the sport?
My father, he was a boxing guy, martial artist. He was like #1 in California for a long time. You know what I mean? He fought full contact, and since I was a little kid, he was always fighting. Bruce Lee, you know what I mean? And he got me into it, and I was just born that way, man. Born fighting, you know what I mean?
Do you have any children yourself?
I do.
Females, boys? All boys.
Yeah,
how many?
I have 4 children.
Wow, 4 boys.
4 boys. Yeah.
Jeez.
4 boys.
You said that was hard to do, Nash.
That's extremely hard. He knows it. I bet you don't know anyone else with 4 boys. Fuck, Hasim Rahman.
There you go.
That's fucking right. I forgot about Rahman. Yeah. But no, it's super difficult, man. Like, bro, everybody gets like 1 boy and 3 girls, or 1 boy and 2 girls. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. So what's your oldest? Forget that. Are any of them interested in boxing because they see you in?
They are.
Wow.
They all like boxing, but one of them in particular is his name's Dominic. We call him Boom Boom. And he's very into boxing. One of his favorite fighters is Lomachenko, and he's a southpaw himself. And I've been training him since he was born. I put on gloves. In his crib, I used to put on a boxing glove.
What?
And he used to sleep with it and put it on, and sleep with it and put it on.
How old is he now?
He's 8 years old now.
Oh wow, so he can actually fight probably.
Yeah, he can fight. I have videos of him, and he's amazing, man. He's an amazing kid. He really has like natural talent. Like at his age, he has more talent than me. Than you know. What I mean? It's crazy.
Has he started fighting amateur yet?
No, he hasn't. Not yet. I don't want him to. I train him, but I don't want him to actually, you know, get hit yet. You know what I mean? You know, I see a lot of, you know, kids that get hit early, and you know what I mean, as they're kids. You know, by the time they're 19 or 20, they're already kind of shot and done. You know what I mean?
Because of early sparring and stuff?
Early sparring, and they go sparring. That's all they want to do is spar. You know what I mean? By the time they're 19, 20, they're done. They're shot, you know?
But isn't that necessary, some of that sparring, to like take that anxiety out?
It is, but I would say it has to be like controlled, you know what I mean? It has to be real controlled, not everyday sparring. You have to,
for sure.
You have to learn boxing. You have to learn how to not get hit, and you have to learn about footwork. You have to learn fundamentals, and, you know, everything else, you know.
Absolutely, man. So you're saying that your teaching style is hit and not be hit.
Exactly.
So obviously, being young, who are some of the coaches that I don't know you pull from for inspiration, mentorship, guidance, even technique?
Well, one of my coaches he's like my brother. He started me off in boxing. Is Jason Ingwalson. He was number one boxer in the world at one point. You know what I mean? And he was one of my mentors and teachers that taught me. Another one who I take guidance from is the legendary Kenny Adams.
Okay.
Kenny Adams, man, his knowledge of boxing and how he talks. And
Isn't that Mikel Amir's trainer?
No.
Who he trains?
Keedy Adams trained like Pernell Whitaker.
Oh, yeah, he changed like 30 world champions.
He was the K. Karoma before K. Karoma. Not saying nothing about him personally, whatever, but I'm just saying.
What is Michaela Mays? I know she trains with K. Karoma as well, but she's got the little old man. What's his name?
Coach Al.
Oh, Al Mitchell.
Al Mitchell, yeah,
I'm mixing it up. Okay, I'm like, damn, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, so them and other people. There's other people too, but those two, like I really when they talk, like I really listen to them,
Mm-hmm.
So it's I like them. They're cool.
So today we're discussing Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall and that big fight that's going to be happening. Claressa recently came out and said that her KO streak will start now with Marshall. As a trainer, can a fighter just decide when a KO streak starts? And secondly, can you help a fighter develop power? Because she's only got 2 knockouts. So, like, are we going to see her all of a sudden become this puncher because someone worked with her? Can you work on developing knockout power, not just snap and pop?
I believe you can. A lot of boxers, when they box, they tend to not really sit down on their punches, and they're more of a tag and not get hit kind of thing, But I feel like if she could maybe sit down more on her punches and really work on that and her team and develop that power, and I think they can, So I don't know if a boxer could actually say when they could decide I'm gonna have a knockout streak with the starting now, but every fight's different and they're all hard, So we'll see.
I mean, you were a fighter. Were you able to sit across the ring from someone and like look over to your coach like, man, I'm gonna knock this fool out? And it actually happened? Or that's just, I don't know, bravado and to soup yourself up, excite yourself?
It was always I was a cocky little shit, so you know what I mean? It was I was always said no one could beat me, I'm too fast for them, But every match and every fight you have is a difficult one, you know what I mean? No matter who it is, you don't know how you're gonna perform that day, or you know what I mean, or what's gonna happen. One punch could change everything, So, but you just have to have confidence, full confidence in your abilities and your skills, to make it happen.
So Fury did to Wilder, like he was like, I'm gonna knock him out. We didn't believe him, and he did it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Claressa is the smaller woman. You being the trainer, if you were training her, what would be the game plan? Or does the height of Marshall not matter in boxing?
Everything comes into play. I think height does matter. But I would say her team and her coach would have to come up with a good game plan. If you go in there and just go through the motions of just fighting, you know what I mean? You're not gonna. You would have to adapt to them. Not a lot of people could do that, except for Floyd. You know what I mean? But you have to go in with a good game plan and look to slip punches. You know what I mean? And really capitalize on that. You know what I mean? And really sit down on your punches and hit her with hard shots. You know what I mean? So every time she throws, she knows that something's gonna come back hard. So we'll see.
What would be, I guess, the basic game plan when fighting a taller and longer person? Because Marshall is very tall, very long, and mentally she holds a win over Shields in the amateurs.
I would say inside fighting. I would say get her on the inside. A lot of people who are real lanky or real tall and a lot of reach, sometimes can't really fight on the inside. But
excluding Sebastian Fundura.
Except him, man. That guy's a monster. But yeah, I would say fight on the inside, getting her, like roughing her up, roughing her up, being physical with her. You know, hard shots, go to the body. You know what I mean? Establish your jab. You know what I mean? Make sure something's always coming at her. You know what I mean? So she's always defending. You know, so.
Have you watched either of the two women fight?
I've watched a lot of Claressa Shields, but as far as Marshall, I haven't. Yeah,
None.
I know she has a win over the amateurs over her, but
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her fight recently. No.
Wow. So you're not excited. You don't even know when it's happening, right? And it's okay to be honest.
I don't know when it's happening. I've seen her like on social media, like coming out like she's gonna fight this girl and stuff like that. But I know nothing about the girl, honestly. But
do you think
Claressa Shields, I do know.
Do you think that's what's hindering boxing, holding it back, is that the women aren't getting the knockouts to get your attention? Like, I mean, look, this is an undisputed fight with two, very successful women in the sport, and a trainer in boxing doesn't know.
Sometimes. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think a lot I think the women, they're actually starting to, women's boxing is starting to pick up with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. That was a major fight,
Wow, because that was my next question, but you've answered it. I was gonna say, which one is bigger, Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, or this one, which is again?
I thought Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor.
Wow.
That was a huge fight. I mean,
see, for me, I think it's supposed to be Claressa versus Marshall because they have that built-in amateur history. They've been cursing at each other on Instagram and Twitter for years, where that wasn't really there for Amanda and Katie. They did that kind of in the build-up, but I get it. Katie's an international star.
Yeah.
And that's just it, man. You gotta, she carried the bulk of that promotion because I feel like Serrano got her push once she got with Jake Paul.
Yeah, and that was pretty a good move on their part. You know what I mean? They really came up, and Jake Paul, I mean, he's really trying to help women's boxing. So you can't knock him for that. But so I think that was a great fight though. They were going full force at that. They were checking them.
So, speaking of Jake Paul, you got the DLX badge on your chest.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the cancellation, man? Because there's a lot of fingers being pointed of who should be to blame. And I love Rahman. I just spanked his dad in chest over at the gym, twice, just in case you're wondering. But if you sign a contract, you sign a contract. You knew the weight when you signed it. So then they gave you an extra 5, and the rumor is that he's asked for an extra 10. So, I don't know. How do you feel about the cancellation?
I don't know. I think Jake Paul knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? Getting him down so.
Oh, absolutely.
So low.
But so did Floyd. He made Canelo fight him at 152. Like, this is not new.
Yeah.
Pacquiao made Margarito come down to 151. Yeah. This is not new. Like, you signed. You wanted the opportunity with the A-side. This is what A-sides do. Yeah. Cotto made Canelo come to 55. He made Sergio Martinez come to what? Like 57, Bo, or 8? Yeah. Like, you the A-side. You do what you want. Yeah. And if you want to accept the contract, then you get to fight me. Right. So I don't know. It was a huge opportunity. He looked good. He was here like the day before Rahman was, and he looked lean.
Yeah, he was in great shape. But I don't know, man. I mean, if you sign the contract, I mean, you should go through with it. You know what I mean?
As a trainer, though, do you think it was physically possible for him to lose? He said at the time of the phone call he was 232 pounds when he got offered the fight. Let's say the original contract of 200 is that. Can you safely get a fighter to lose 32 pounds
in 3 weeks?
Was it 3 or 5?
I'm not sure what.
Me
it was.
neither.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many weeks. I know it was very
all right,
short,
but
though,
pick one. Which one of those can you do it in, and can you not do it in? 3 weeks sounds too quick.
3 weeks is unhealthy. You know what I mean? You could get a fighter hurt. You know what I mean? Get them hurt, because you have to dehydrate. You know what I mean? Dehydrate. You know what I mean? Getting hit in the head and all that stuff. But maybe 5 weeks. I think you could do it in 5 weeks. Yeah. You get UFC fighters who do it, who could lose 10 pounds in 1 week. You know.
I mean, isn't weight cutting like 15 in a day? How many do you lose when you weight cut? When you're like literally not drinking water?
Yeah, you're losing about 4 pounds a day, 5 pounds a day. You know what I mean? So it's tough, you know. But it could be done. I think proper training, proper nutrition. You know what I mean? The right training. You know what I mean? I think it could be done.
I did too, but I'm not a fighter, so I get criticized when I say, bro, they work out 3 times a day. Like if you woke up, went to the track, then you went back home, had your breakfast, maybe took a nap, you back in the gym at 11 or 12, doing your work with your trainer, with Mr. Jimenez, and y'all working on game plan. You go back home, shower, take a rest. You're in strength and conditioning with Coach Larry fucking Wade. You getting ready. Like, I don't get it. It's a lot of money on the table. I'm not talking Rockman. I'm just saying in general. For a fighter, I know it's a tough journey. I know you're alone, but you also receive all that money alone. When you finally make it, and I know it's not everyone that makes it, but the ones that can remain disciplined. Look at Devin Haney. Remain disciplined. You're going to make it.
Yep.
At 21, he made it because of discipline. Like, it's I don't know. Again, from the outside looking in, it seems that simple. As a trainer, what's the one advice that you give fighters?
Discipline. You
There you
gotta
go.
you can't come into this game, you know, with your, you know, half foot in, other half out. You know what I mean? You gotta go all the way through. You know what I mean?
What does all the way through mean for you as a trainer? What do you want to see your fighter do daily?
Live, breathe, and eat boxing. You know, he has to live like a fighter. You know, you gotta live like a fighter. You gotta train like one. You gotta live like one. Get your proper sleep. Eat like one. You know what I mean? You gotta live and breathe this all day, every day. You know what I mean?
Walk me through it. Like, I'm your fighter. I walk in the gym. What's the first thing you want me doing?
First thing I want you doing, listen. I want you to listen. Make sure you're paying attention to everything I gotta say. You know what I mean? And then with your training, obviously, picking it up.
But what is the training? I mean, walk me through like an infant. Are you? Do you want me to stretch when I walk in? If so, how long? What's next? Is it jump rope? Like, what are you telling your fighters to do?
When you come in, I'm asking you to stretch out, warm up. You know what I mean?
How long does that take?
About 10 minutes. Really stretch up. I want you to jump rope.
How long is that?
Jump rope. It depends. Some people do it for 15 minutes. Some people do it to 20 minutes.
What do you, as the trainer, want?
I do it for
minimum?
10 minutes.
Minimum. Okay.
Minimum 10
so that's
minutes.
3 rounds.
Yeah, and then get into shadow boxing. Shadow boxing could go up to like 4 rounds.
4 rounds.
You know
12
what I mean?
minutes.
About 4 rounds shadow boxing, and then get on some gloves. Get on the bag. You know what I mean?
How many rounds on the bag?
I say about 4 or 5 rounds. 4 or 5 rounds. Get on some mitts.
12 to 15.
About 4 rounds in the mitts.
Every day you doing mitts with your fighter? I love it, but I got trainers in here. They're like, yo, you can't give your pad work. I'm like, come on, coach.
Yes and no, because you have to work on different things, right? As a fighter, you have to work on movement, on footwork. You know, one day would be conditioning, strength, or you could do work on footwork, or you know what I mean, certain techniques of when you're shadow boxing and stuff like that. You know, so it's not every day you would do mitt work, but every other day. You know.
All right, so we did 4 rounds of pad after the 4 rounds of bag. Now what? I go home, or is there something left?
No, we're back to some shadow boxing with some weights. You know what I mean? Doing
After the workout, you want me to shadow box with some weights?
Yeah, I want you to do what we did on the mitts. I want you to work on looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? Shadow boxing again.
So another 4 rounds.
Yeah, get up. Not about 2. You know
Okay,
I mean?
2 rounds. So this is more cool down.
Yeah, cool down. Get into some sit-ups, your core work. You know what I mean?
Sit-ups every day.
Sit-ups every day.
After the workout.
Sit-ups every day.
How many?
If you could do 500, do 500.
What?
You know what I mean?
Coach, I'm talking about for these new guys walking in. You know, I know you trying to set, but you know, you trying to set guideline. But 500, you're scaring them away. They ain't coming back.
It's hard work. You know what I mean? This is boxing. You know, it's not tennis.
Hey, Rocky, I got a question.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Can Ness get one training session? Can he get one training session, whether here or there, wherever, can he get one training session, a free one?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I didn't want to throw that in there. I didn't want to throw that in there, but that's what I mean.
He giving you discount codes.
Absolutely,
Just one free one. He'll never forget you if he get the training session. Like he never forget the body shot Shadazer Green gave him.
Yeah. So, you absolutely anytime you want, man.
For sure.
Anytime, just give me a ring and I got you.
So, all right. So you said the shadow boxing cool down, then the sit-ups at least 500 if you can get to it.
100 minimum, you know what I mean? Do 100 sit-ups. Do you?
Now that's it. I did my 100. All right, coach, I'm out. I could leave or still more.
Usually, if they could, you know what I mean. If they're still around, you know what I mean. Still cool down. I forgot to do some speed bag. You know what I mean. It depends what we're working on that day. You know what I mean.
So do you do one-on-one sessions or you are more class environment?
One-on-one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one-on-one. I really I think every fighter deserves, you know what I mean? Well, if you have an amateur group or, you know what I mean, a bunch of amateurs that come at the same time, you try to work with each one-on-one at a time, you know, at least for some time. But yeah, I think you learn more when you got that one person, you know what I mean?
People in the chat like 500 sit-ups will give me hernia. Bro.
They said the
oh my God. So when you were
500
when you were fighting, how many sit-ups could you do straight through? Because I promise you, even when I was in good shape, 50 would kill me.
I would do 200 straight through.
Wow.
200 straight through. 200 straight through. And I was fighting at 110 pounds, 112 pounds.
I watched and interviewed Bradley, and he would do 1,000 a day.
Yeah.
A day.
Yeah.
But you can see his abs. Like, have you ever seen him at a weigh-in, bro?
He looked like a little bodybuilder.
Hell
you know
yeah.
I mean?
But no power, though. That's so crazy. How was he so physically, fear? Like, he looked scary, but then the knockouts weren't there. He could fight, but they weren't there.
Sometimes when you're built that big, it's always a thing. They always say the biggest guys can't crack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? You're born with power or you're not. You know, I feel, either you got it like Mike Tyson. He was just a knockout artist. He'd touch you on the side of the head and you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's always something you could develop. But I don't know, man. Bradley was always came in tremendous shape.
Absolutely.
He always came in tremendous shape, and he was ready to
Even
fight.
at the end of his career, he turned vegan, coming in better shape.
Yeah, he could go 12 rounds. Like, he would be in there ready to fight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He was in tremendous shape.
So, you spoke of Gino. Where's Waldo popped in? I look at fighters that have sons and right away feel sympathy for them, or I don't want to say pity because that's harsh. But I feel sorry because it's like they got a harder road than you and I. Like, if you wanted to be a boxer, it's easier than Gino or Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. or Rahman Jr. Whoever's a junior, because the expectations are so high. Like you said, Gino's a great amateur, and I'm like, yeah, but is he as slick as his father? Like, that's the first thing I said in my head.
Right. But you always got that pressure of who your dad was. You know what I mean? And you have to live up to that expectation. But I don't know. I mean, I think they have to. All these sons of fighters, they really have to, be real disciplined about the sport. You know what I mean? They can't just like, oh, my dad was a fighter, and I think I could do it too. You know what I mean? They really have to, create their own names and really do, you know what I mean? Go their own way. You know what I mean? Their dad did what they did. It's time to see what you could do.
But there's still gonna be guys like me, like, man, Gino ain't as slick as his father. Like, look, he's a boxer, or he's this, or he's that.
He's young still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's young still, you know what I mean? So we'll see how he develops and as he gets older and has more fights and has more experience. See how he comes out.
Okay. Yeah, man. I just feel like it's tough. I think I would probably rather take another profession than fight to get out of my father's shadow. Because, I mean, look, Julio Cesar Chavez, he became a world champion, but he doesn't, like, people forget that. They forget that he became a world champ, and he's whatever he is now because he's not as good as his dad. Right. So it's a pretty tough road for the juniors, man.
Yeah, it's a tough road.
Like,
you really gotta, It's tough.
Shane Mosley Jr., same story. It's hard to live up to your father, who was a legend.
He's a good dude, by the way. He's cool.
Who, Shane?
Yeah, Shane.
Of
Jr.
course.
He's a good dude.
Of course. He's actually turning it around. The later half of his career is the better half. His last, 2 of the 3 performances have been, I thought he won the Quigley fight, and he definitely just beat Rosado. Hopefully he gets a Berlanga fight.
Yeah, that'd be a great matchup. Berlanga's also looking good too. You know what I mean? Shane's a good guy. I hope Shane wins. You know what I mean? If he ever gets that fight.
Some would say that being a junior though.
Well, where'd you come from?
may kind of benefit in the sense of, we know that HBO didn't allow Sergio Martinez to defend his WBC title against
Sebastian Zvick.
But yet they allowed Junior to
fight for that vacant title against Sebastian Zvick
on HBO. So, some would say that being a junior,
that legendary name.
Yeah, man. Kind of plays in your favor.
But until it doesn't, right? Because, yes, they'll put you in position because of who you are and you bring out the fans. But sooner or later, you got to fight your nemesis. They can't protect you from, the contenders forever. Yeah. They can do their best to promote you and put you in position where you're the A side, but you still have to perform,
But you would like to see Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney then?
I would like. That's what's supposed to happen in boxing.
Because they fought each other in the amateurs about 4 times.
6. Not only that, Coach, but just so boxing can get it right. Like, you were his mandatory. Now you're out here saying, "Oh, belts don't mean nothing," and it's like these kids are changing the sport. They're diluting it. They're just discrediting it. They're taking away what made it great. Like, if you're undisputed, you are the best in your division.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be anything else to discuss. No one else should be number one, and everyone should be gunning at the person with 5 belts. He's got the ring and every other sanctioning body, and instead they want to fight each other because, I don't know, popularity or money, which is crazy.
I think they got that Floyd thing where they don't want to lose their O. I think they just don't. They want more money. They want the popularity. Mm-hmm. They want to, people. They don't want to really fight yet. I mean, eventually it'll happen. You know what I mean? But as far as
so you don't think none of these young guys are really about what they say? Because I mean, you gotta give some of these young guys credit. Like Shakur Stevenson could have not unified in his first title defense at 130.
Shakur Stevenson's a bad boy, man.
You get what I'm saying? But he didn't have to go into a straight unification. It was like Jamel, then Valdez. Like, he didn't have to do that. Yeah. So I feel that some of these young guys are really, about everything they say.
Some.
Absolutely some.
They are.
And look, Ryan we might be misinterpreting Ryan.
Right.
Because in the grand scheme of things, if he beats Tank, then people will think he can beat Devin.
I personally believe he beats Tank.
You think he beats Tank?
I think he beats Tank.
Oh, you might be the first person on this planet that said that shit.
I think
Gatorade.
I think he beats. I think he beats Tank. He has the speed, the reach, and that kick a hit, man.
He can't box though. Like, that's the thing. Like, he can't cut off the ring. I mean, he pulls right back.
Yeah, he pulls back with his chin up. Everybody sees that,
he can't cut off the ring. Like, I gave him a pass in the to-go fight because it's like cool inactivity first fight with Goosen, and it seemed like he hadn't been with Goosen long, at least to the public's knowledge.
What'd you think about his last fight?
I mean, not one time did he cut off the ring. It's like, yeah, we know you got power, we know you're fast as fuck, we know that you can knock people out, but it's like, Papa, you still ain't cut off the ring. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I mean, there's a lot to learn.
Like Devin Haney's a hell of a boxer. You get what I'm saying? That these top guys, Gervonta, they're gonna use the ring. What are you gonna do when you can't cut it off?
Yeah, that's true. But he is. That's up to him and his team.
For sure.
To learn that, you know what I mean? To really work on that for him, you know what I mean? They should. If I was his trainer, I'd say we got to work on that. You know what I mean? Work on work in the ring.
I don't know, because it's something that he's been doing. This pulling out thing, he did it with Reynoso, and he's done it with Goosen. Who was he with before Reynoso? Just his dad? Was it Henry Garcia only?
Yeah, it was just his dad, I believe.
So he's been doing that, bro. He's been.
My old coach used to train him. He used to train him for at least 10 fights.
Wow.
10, 15 fights.
What,
I think he was with him.
What was his name?
Jason Ingwalson. He was with him. He used to train him. He was, he taught him a lot of stuff. But, I mean, I seen Ryan Garcia. I was with him a couple of times, and I seen him train. So that kid, everybody says he slaps. That kid cracks. He cracks. Tremendous power.
No, I mean, he definitely could crack, because they had to slow down that Fortuna hook. You didn't see that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you legit didn't see that shit.
Yeah, it was quick.
Bro, you just seeing Fortuna, like,
yeah,
I'm like, what the
he got
fuck?
hit with like a ghost punch or something.
Bro,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It was like the Fonseca. Man, it was a couple fights that he was like on undercards. I know Canelo undercards, and just other fights where I've seen him in person, and it's like he's fast. That motherfucker's fast. Sometimes you don't see those punches coming, but it's like you're still talking about elite guys. You ain't faced nothing close to.
Yeah.
Like, these elite guys know how to box. They know how to use that ring. So, I just don't know, based on what I've seen in the last 2 fights, if he can actually beat those top guys just yet. But we'll see. We'll see. The fights have to happen.
Fights have to happen. He's still young. All these guys are young. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're gonna get better as they get older. We're gonna see better and better fights. So.
But I guess what does that say about the sport, right? If we got all these very talented young guys, I mean, they're gonna have to face each other sooner rather than later, because if not, it's like, who are they gonna face?
Yeah.
Because think about how many top names are under the age of 30 or even 25. There's a lot of top guys, especially in like those smaller weight classes right now. If you think about like the lightweight division, 130-pound division, 140-pound division, even the smaller weight class, Bam Rodriguez making a big splash, so shit, the heavyweight division, Jared Anderson, like, man, it's an exciting time right now.
It's an exciting time, yeah. Bam Rodriguez, like you mentioned him, he's a bad kid, man.
Bad.
He's bad. I mean, I see he could be really great. He's a Mexican fighter. He's really bad, and he moves great too. He cuts off the ring. He could pivot over.
Let me tell you, he is not your typical Mexican.
No.
Like,
Mexicans
are not creating angles the way Bam Rodriguez creates angles for himself. It is beautiful to see as a boxing fan. Like, I love it. I love it. We were fortunate to visit him in camp before his first title defense against Sombra Visay. So, man, he looks phenomenal. He looks phenomenal. And I'm going to tell you something. You being a trainer, would you agree to the work that is put into the gym shows in the ring on fight night?
Absolutely.
Nez just moved to Vegas a few months ago, and we would go to the gyms. I've lived here 7 years, and we'd go to the gyms, and I'm kind of noticing him kind of care too much and I'm like, champ, you think they can't find sparring in Vegas? What you talking about? Come on, bro. This is Vegas.
Yeah.
And, after a couple months, he's like, yo, I see what you're talking about. I'm like, bro. And we talk about what we've been fortunate to be in training camps with guys like a Bam or a Shakur or a Devin Haney. Yo, the work that is put in literally separates because we see it. It's like the shit they do in the gym nobody else is doing.
Yeah,
and that's why they're able to do shit in the ring that nobody else is doing or do it as easy or easier than. I mean, so I think that really doesn't get amplified enough. Like, it's really just the work you put in the gym.
It is, yeah.
Obviously, some are more naturally gifted than others, but I'm like, man, these guys really just put the work in the gym that we don't see nobody else do, and that's why they're able to perform like that. But yeah, Nuts, I know I came in a little
late.
A little late.
So good, Coach. So just piggybacking off of what he's saying, you know, I've walked into gyms in the past and have seen like signs that say like stamina makes cowards out of men. So I want to ask you, do you think that a well-trained fighter can beat a overly skilled fighter that didn't put in the work?
I believe if hard works hard, you know what I mean, and the talented fighter doesn't work hard, the hard work is gonna beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't train properly and you just go like, oh, I just have talent, I could beat him, whatever. But if this guy who works hard, he's in the gym every day, 3 times a day, you know what I mean, working hard, putting the miles in. You know, if he works that hard, he could beat him. You know.
Have you seen anybody that surprised you that was like that, like a big name in the sport that, you know, maybe overlooked their opponent, didn't take training camp as serious, that maybe kind of surprised you?
Broner. Broner. I mean, Broner was a tremendous talent, I think, you know what I mean? But there was, I guess there was times you would see when he didn't train, or, you know, you would hear that he wasn't training, or he didn't take training seriously, you know? So I think, you know.
Yeah, we were talking about him here the other day, man. He was amazing at 135, man. If he could have just kept it together, that would have been a great career for him.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Who are some of the fighters you like to watch active today?
Bam. I love watching Lomachenko. I'm a huge Lomachenko fan.
Think he beats Devin?
That's a tough fight. Just because Devin, he's like a master boxer. You know, he has his defensively sound. You know,
so crazy to hear trainer after trainer after trainer come in here, sit in that chair, and say that Devin is a master, or that Devin is an expert, or bro, my man's 21,
3.
Jesus,
yeah,
it's crazy. He's probably gonna be generational talent. You know, like a Mayweather, a Muhammad Ali, a Ray Leonard. When it's all said and done, let's see if it doesn't, you know, get upset.
He could really box, you know, and I think Devin's gonna be a hard fight for anybody who fights him. You know, anybody. Lomachenko, you know what I mean.
You said Ryan beats Tank. Does Devin?
Does Devin beat Tank?
You said Ryan does.
I think Devin beats Tank.
Oh wow!
I think Devin beats Tank. I think because of his defensive skills, I think Tank will have a hard time. Hard time, you know.
Damn, you picking Tank to lose against both of them. Sheesh.
Listen, Tank's a great.
You
fighter.
got social media?
I do.
Give it out, cause they gonna come for you.
They gonna slide in those DMs, Coach.
Yo, what you talking about?
Yep, California _kid23.
California _kid23.
There you go.
What part of California you from, Coach?
Linwood,
California. That's SoCal, right?
Yeah, right by Compton.
Okay.
But how long you been here in Vegas?
I've been here in Vegas. Let's see, man, it's been, I think, about 14 years now.
Okay, You're a vegan already. You're a lost vegan already. It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Were you in Henderson or somewhere else?
I'm in South Vegas.
Is that like Sky Canyon?
Like
you know, I don't be knowing.
Like Blue Diamond area.
Okay. Yeah, I like that area.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
It is.
That is a nice area. Yeah,
So what did you like about Vegas that made you stay?
Well, I came out here for boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I came out here for boxing as an amateur, and I stayed, and then I had children, and been here ever since. You know.
Yeah. For sure, man. Anything else you got for the coach? Let me make sure they didn't send me a post. I actually posted in the chat.
Most memorable fight you've been a part of.
Most memorable fight
you've been a part of in any way.
Man, Man, it was a Zab Judah fight. It was a Zab Judah fight when he fought here at the Palms. I was training with him, and I was actually sparring with him. I was in his camp, and that was hell. But I was there, and I went to the fight, and that was a good experience. That was a good experience.
What was that camp like with a legend like Zab?
Hard worker, man. Hard worker. I mean, his sparring was tough. Sparring, being in the ring with him was grueling, man. He didn't take it easy on anybody. You know, it doesn't matter who you were. He was taking your head off. It was treated like a fight. You know.
What are the chances that I'm sure you've seen that picture. You know, him and the Judahs and the Haney's have a long relationship, and I'm sure you've seen the picture of Devin coming out with Zab for one of his fights, holding the Ring Magazine belt, and Devin's like 9 years old. And
that's amazing.
And
man.
then, you know, to see what
that's amazing. I mean,
gone on
shows,
to do.
I mean, Devin's been part of boxing since he was a little kid. You know, that's all he knows. You know, and he's learned from all these world champions and Zab and all them. Like, he's good, man.
Absolutely. You got anything?
I do.
Okay,
We got a couple
beautiful.
questions from the people. First one coming in from San Antonio. James Valdez that says, if Earl gets past Bud, Derek James is sure to get Trainer of the Year in 2022. If Bud beats EJ, who do you have as Trainer of the Year for 2022? Possibly Robert Garcia. If he gets the win over AJ and having obtained the WBC championship with Bam, it's likely. What are your thoughts, though?
I think it's possible Robert Garcia. You know, he's training AJ now. So, but if he could get that win over Usyk, then
let me tell you, if Earl and Bud happen this year, and Earl wins, Derek James, 2 undisputed champions in 1 year, like,
yeah,
you know, there's no question.
Yeah.
There's no question. And then,
but he still has to get over past Bud.
Yeah. But you know, Derek James been doing his damn thing. I know last year he even had I know he came up short, but Marcus Brown even was in that title shot against Better Beef. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting because, like you said, Robert Garcia is definitely done great things this year, and especially if AJ could pull it off against
And I think
Usyk.
he's won Trainer of the Year before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he has.
Yes.
Has Derek James?
I don't believe.
I seen Derek receive the WBC Trainer's belt, but that's WBC. That's not Trainer of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't know that he has.
So
but
that'd be good if he could win it. You know, that'd be great. That'd be great if he could win it.
I got Ruin 504 New Orleans that says, what's the most difficult aspect of the transition from boxer to trainer?
Man, really, I think teaching really being, I think patience plays a big part, and because you're a fighter, you were a fighter once, so I think, and not every the way you trained and you were a fighter, you can't train everybody the same. You know, everybody has their own skills and their own special technique and what they have and their own attributes and what they have. You can't train everybody like how you trained. You know, you got to look what they have and bring that out in them. You know, so you really have to look out for that. I think you have to have an eye for how they fight and what they bring to the table. You know?
All right, I got Scott, the Christian fight fan, that says, what up, Coach? Thank you for blessing us with your presence on the best boxing podcast on the planet, The Boxing Voice. I'm a huge Terrence Crawford fan. Who do you think wins between Bud and Earl when the fight happens?
I lean, man, that's a hard one. Listen, I like Errol Spence. I mean, what he's done, he's amazing fighter. But after the accident, I don't know how he could perform and how he looks. You know, I don't know. I don't know if he looks different or.
I mean, he got the stoppage over Ugas.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so I don't know. That's a tough fight, man. It's a really 50-50 fight for me, I think. But I lean.
But only because you think Earl is not fully himself because of everything?
Not fully himself. I don't know. He got caught with Ugas, and he definitely after I think he took it when he came back, he fought Danny Garcia.
Mhm.
He came back, fought Danny Garcia. I didn't see like he was like really dogging. You know what I mean? Like he was like really like you know.
Who's really dogged Danny Garcia though?
That's true. Yeah.
Like nobody's dogged Danny Garcia in any fight.
Earl is the closest. Earl made Danny actually like Danny thought every fight he lost was tight. That's the first fight he said he beat me. He said Thurman. He beat Thurman. He said he beat Porter.
And those were all close fights.
Those were all close fights.
Those were all close fights. You get what I'm saying? So nobody's dogged Danny Garcia. You know, Danny Garcia is a dog himself. You know, so
he just beat Benavidez. He did a tremendous job.
Man, that was
fight.
honestly one of the best Danny performances I've seen.
Yeah, he really is outboxing the guy.
No, for sure. He invested in that body from round number 1.
He did.
And yeah, it's like cool. He didn't get any knockdowns or anything, but that body work totally slowed down Benavidez.
Yeah, he looked tremendous in that. He came in shape. He came to fight. He looked great.
And let me tell you, you know, people talk about the Benavidez of the Terrence Crawford fight. I think that this was a better Benavidez.
Really?
In the sense that I felt in that Terrence Crawford fight that he literally was dragging his leg. Like throughout the fight, like I felt his leg was so bad that he was dragging it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
In this fight, it wasn't like that. People say, well, he didn't really use his legs like that. And you know, he never really.
He didn't. He stood
there. But the thing is, he never really. When was he a mover? You know what I'm saying? Even before he was shot, I was at the fight before he got shot, which was on the Terrence Crawford and Victor Posto undercard at the MGM Grand. Yo, he got the stoppage late, but it's like he's not a mover. Like he fighting Mexican style. Like he's not really moving in the ring. He's not really creating angles. But like I said, I didn't feel that he was dragging his leg around in this fight. So I felt that as far as that was concerned, that was a better Jose Benavidez Jr. Now, is he maybe a more natural welterweight? Perhaps. Was he perhaps in better shape for that fight? Yeah, maybe so. But as far as the leg is concerned, I think that from what I saw, it looked better in this fight than it did in the Crawford fight.
Yeah, it did. He's never been really a mover like you say. You know what I mean? He's kind of just like walked his opponents down. You know what I mean? But he looked tremendous though. He actually came in shape. He looked great.
He did look like he was in good shape. Looks like we got New York Bullet that says, "What up, coach? If you had the chance to train a legend, any legend of your choice, who would it be? Blessings."
Oof, that's a hard one. Oh man, Muhammad Ali.
You ever trained heavyweight, coach?
No, I've held pads for heavyweights.
Okay.
I've held pads for heavyweights. It's a different crack.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be funny, but you know, I think too the heavyweights of back then probably not comparable to the heavyweights today, right? As far as size is concerned, we definitely saw a lot smaller heavyweights back then, you know.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Looks like we got Canna in Nebraska. He says, "Who do you see winning Usyk versus AJ and how?"
I don't know. I think AJ, if he could make the right adjustments, he could pull it off, you know. But Usyk, again, he's a tremendous fighter. You know.
What do you think those
He's amazing.
What do you think those right adjustments are? Because we've been on the show kind of arguing as to what Robert Garcia could bring out of him. Like I said, we were just down there, so we know he has a huge heavyweight, you know, that he's already been working with. Obviously not to the caliber of Anthony Joshua, but he has at least heavyweight familiarity. That being said,
he's also trained Mike Perez when he was a heavyweight.
Right. Now, you know, that being said, like I said, we've argued on the show as to what it is that Robert Garcia will try to bring out of Anthony Joshua. What do you think those adjustments are that need to be made in that fight?
I think he needs to establish his jab right from the get-go. You know what I mean? I think a good jab, you know, keeping something in Usyk's face, you know, because Usyk, he's gonna look to slip all those punches and, you know, create an angle. I think you have to move when he moves, you know, when if he moves, if he pivots over or he creates that angle, you got to move with him. You know what I mean? And establish your jab. Keep something in his face constantly. You know, don't let him get in the inside.
Coach, is it more difficult than what us casuals are like? Because we're like, oh, man, he should have just walked him down. He's the bigger man. Just go in there and beat him up. Like, and that's what we think he's going to do now. And that's what he thinks he's going to do. That's why he's bringing in Robert Garcia. Why else do you bring in a Mexican coach that focuses on activity and coming forward if you're not going to be active and come forward? But is the game plan that simple, or are they in for a surprise?
The game plan is never that simple. You know what I mean? You always got someone who's always hitting back on the other side. But if they could really train properly and really train hard, I mean, it could be done. Anything is possible. But it's never that easy.
All right, let me give a refresh here in case we got any last minutes.
Coach, what fight are you most excited for that's coming up? Like something that we already have in the books, because the beginning of the year we started off hot, like March, April, May, even into June, it was hot, and then like July slowed down. August, it's been slow so far. I know we got the AJ fight coming up, but Canelo's coming up, the Haney-Kambosos rematch. What are you looking forward to?
I want to see the Shakur fight, actually. Shakur
versus Canelo?
I'm looking forward to Teofimo's fight to 140, actually. Him at 140, I want to see how he does there.
Yeah, but who is Pedro Campa? Who is this guy?
We're gonna find out.
Well, what's that fight? Out. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's like even if he shines, what does that really tell us?
Well, it's his first
He's
fight.
back.
It's his first fight at 140. He's not gonna.
And off an injury, off a layoff. Damn.
I'm just saying, Earl Spence coming off the car accident went into a Daniel Garcia fight. We were able to gauge something.
Yo,
from
Earl
that.
said tune-ups of Vergaz is unsure. T.O.'s unsure of his shoulder. He came out of surgery.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying that we were able to gauge where Earl was kind of at in that Danny fight. I don't know that we'll be able to do that in the
very true
in the T.O. fight. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But I am looking forward to his return. Kind of seeing how he looks. I know he was out here. He started camp out here and then chose to go back home to Jersey. So
right, he's in Jersey. Yeah.
So he's finishing off camp out there. So I'm looking forward to what specifically in the Shakur Robson Conceição fight are you looking forward to? Because obviously Conceição gave Valdez a lot of problems.
Yeah, I think Shakur's gonna stop him.
What?
I think Shakur stops him. Yeah, I think Shakur's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, and he's only getting better. You see him getting better every fight, better and better and better. So I think maybe a stoppage, maybe late stoppage.
Yeah, we were just down there a month ago. Yeah, we got there actually the 4th of July. So yeah, we were down there a month ago. And he was just kind of like in pre-camp,
before the official announcement.
Before the official announcement of the fight, and it's like he's still putting in dog work. Like if it's camp, and talking about those young guys, they like to push each other. So we got to see him and Jared Anderson, working together, and it's like you got a 130-pounder and you got a heavyweight. That outweighs them by 100 pounds, but they were still working with each other, still, kind of pushing each other. So things like that is great to see, because I feel like we're only gonna get the best fights, the best out of the sport of boxing. So looking forward to it.
Right.
We do have another one coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. B-Lo says, what's good, Coach? Thanks for coming on and for giving us your time. How do you think Canelo does against Triple G? Does Triple G go down?
I don't know if Triple G goes down. Triple G has a great chin.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, great chin. I mean, you saw in the second fight, he took everything Canelo had, and he caught him straight flush on the chin at some points. But I do believe that Canelo has to prove something, because of his last loss. So he has something to prove. I think he beats Triple G in this one.
Do you think that Bivol just has his number, or do you think that maybe he was getting too ahead of himself? I mean, it was like
I don't know if you get too ahead of yourself, because he is a fighter. You know what I mean? Fighters want to fight. But he was trying to be great. He was trying to be great.
Well, what I'm saying by getting too ahead of yourself, it's like yo, are you really focused on the guy at hand when you already got your next guy lined up and a possible for the end of the year? Like, are you really that focused?
Right.
You know,
I
are
get
you,
what you're saying, yeah.
you know, or are you just trying to do a little bit too much? You know, I don't know. I just wanted your thoughts on that because, you know, we did see, like I said, they already had Triple G lined up and they had a possible for the end of the year.
They definitely got him really busy, you know what I mean? They definitely got him like, oh, you're fighting this guy at the end of the year and then him coming up at the beginning of the year, you know what I mean? So he's I don't know if he's maybe feeling the pressure of that or he's just fighting just to fight, you know what I mean? Who knows? But I think they definitely got him really busy. I think he's probably going to be really focused for this Triple G fight coming up, you know, because of his coming off his last loss. So he wants to make, you know what I mean, almost like I'm good, like I could do this again, like maybe a possible rematch with Bivol.
You know, it's funny. I'm gonna be honest, because they already had Triple G lined up before the Bivol fight even took place. I was critical of it because, you know, Canelo had been on a hot streak and Triple G not as much. Yeah, he's won every fight, but he hasn't looked as impressive. He hasn't took those challenges. Right. I was critical. I'm like, yo, I don't want to see that shit. But it was because it was already a thing before the Bivol fight happened. So now it's like even me, I'm even overlooking Bivol because I'm like, I don't want to see that shit. I'm like, I want to see, you know, the winner of Joe Smith and Better Beef, you know, because it's like they already looking ahead, and it was like I think maybe they were giving them a bit too much. Like I'm like, one fight at a time, one fight at a time, because I feel like as much as you say no, yo, you know you got this guy in September, you gonna overlook this camp, this opponent just a tad, because you know what's next. You know that's a bigger payday. You know that's a bigger fight.
Yeah, he knows he has stuff lined up, but I mean, when you're a fighter, you gotta focus. I mean, that's where your discipline comes in, right? I think you have to focus on what's at hand. You know, he has to. Right now, he has Triple G in front of him, and you know, his Triple G, you know, is a tremendous puncher as well. You know what I mean? So he can't take it easy. You know what I mean? He can't go in this fight and knowing like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, walk him down, or you know what I mean, like I did last time. He's a little bit older or whatever.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that you say that because the first thing I thought of was Canelo, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And the reason I thought of that fight is because there wasn't one round where Canelo sat down and he's like standing in between every round, you know, which we only see in sparring. We don't really see in a fight. So of course people are talking about that, but it's like, he's doing that like, I'm that much better than you. I'm about to walk you down. I'm about to dog you. This shit goes to the decision, and then 5 minutes later, Triple G's in the ring, and they already announced the fight. So I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, you was making it seem like it was going to be the easiest thing in the world, but in reality, you was probably playing it a little bit safe because you knew Gennady is supposed to happen in 3 months. It's already booked. It's already scheduled.
Yeah, right.
So now it's like, fuck, you know, if I get a cut, if I get this, it may delay. So in the back of my mind, as everything unfolded, I'm like, well, maybe that's why he didn't take those risks. Maybe that's why he kind of held back a bit in the fight. Maybe that's why he didn't throw the fourth and the fifth punch. You know, one fight at a time, I feel like, because you getting a bit too comfortable, you getting to overlooking people, and obviously the shit backfired.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm not saying it's intentional. I'm not saying.
But Coach, it only backfired because he didn't change the game plan. Yeah. I don't know if Reynoso was telling him to or not, but he just kept going for the bicep. He thought sooner or later, you know, Better Beef won't use his, Bivol won't use his arm, but that never happened.
Yeah, he didn't couldn't make the adjustment, you know, in that fight. So we'll see.
Which is sad. I didn't think that would ever be the case. I thought he was capable of adjustments, but
excuse me.
Justin White says, piggybacking off of Danny, a fighter we should be giving more attention to, someone we should watch. So do you want to recommend anyone we should be watching that needs the attention?
I think a fighter coming up, Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis, he's a bad boy too. I think he's one to watch. He's one to watch.
Yeah, I was fortunate to see him. Look, that's another one. He doesn't even have a fight scheduled. And they told me, October, November, maybe. Right? Those were the possible dates they told me. I went late July. My guys already sparring. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, those guys I'm talking about, they train different, coach. Those guys, they train different.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You seen Boots in his train?
Yeah, I was there. I was just in Philly. I was just in Philly. I saw him spar, and then that's what I'm saying. He don't even have a fight lined up. He's sparring. Got off sparring, working the heavy bag with another one of his gym mates. No, I mean, for me, it was the way that he was able to avoid those shots. It was just like he moves. He moves beautifully.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The way he moves is beautiful.
I've seen clips of him working with kids too, working with kids and trying to teach kids. I mean, he's supposed to be this, upcoming star. You know what I mean? But I seen him work with kids, and I was like, oh man, I was like, that's really cool. You know what I mean? He's working with kids and teaching them things about boxing and stuff. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Nah, definitely. I was in the gym. A lot of kids. There were some pros, but there was a lot of kids, a lot of youth, and the gym isn't a bad part of the city, so. It's definitely helping take some of these kids off the street and whatnot.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, man, Boots is special. Boots is special. I'm excited. I'm actually headed out there in like 2 weeks.
Nice.
Back to Philly, so go check him out.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick intermission and be right back as we're going to take a picture with the coach. Coach, please give out any social media for those that are just tuning in and don't know where to find you, want to ask you a question, or want to come train with you here in Las Vegas at DLX Boxing. Please let them know how to find you.
California_kid23 on Instagram. And if you're ever in Vegas, come look me up at DLX Boxing, 3635 South Fort Apache.
All right.
Yes, sir.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
Happening, people.
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Intrigue the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready! Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and French fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Danny over here, frustrated, put the camera on, I'm calling Mad Face. Mad Face 100. So we just wrapped up that interview, and we are back. Let's see. We left off on some super chats. I'm pretty sure. Looks like R. Jonesy was the last one I seen, and we're next up with Terrell Harris. He says, Ness, can I come back to co-host with you? I would ignite sparks on these topics. Champ, man, hit me up when you in the building, man. Hit me when you in the building, man. The door's open, man. We out here. Let me go to the super chat. Will, for your $5 super chat, though. Know what I mean? See what you win. See what you get. Uh-oh. Looking like... Oh, you landed on the giveaway, champ. Now, for those that don't know, we are doing an round-trip ticket, hotel stay, pay-per-view watch party for you to be invited right here. Now, obviously, the way to win that is a $75 raffle ticket, which will get you a round-trip ticket and your hotel stay, plus you'll get a ticket to come here and watch the pay-per-view with us and our special invited guests.
Right here in the studio.
We're going to have selected fighters in here that you can mingle with. So if you want, anyone can buy a raffle ticket to join our all-inclusive trip out here to Las Vegas. And all-inclusive has an asterisk next to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But who's next? Looking like Big Matthew with the 179-pound super chat. Mr. PBC thinks 43 years old Ortiz is going to win. Laugh out loud 4 times, 2 devil masks. I don't think that he doesn't have a shot. I think he has a shot, but I won't front. Andy looking good. Andy left Canelo and Reynoso, but he took their strength and conditioning coach with them. He's still rocking with that dude that made him physically in great shape.
Yeah, your man's wanted to do his own thing, so.
What?
No.
You couldn't get it on. What, we was going to stay in the dark forever? You still ain't get it on.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, so what, we was not going to go back?
Nah.
All right, so why would you say I want to do my own thing? If we having technical difficulties with the logo, do we stay in the dark and leave it in intermission, or do we just come back and leave the screen black?
Nah, you got it, champ.
Exactly.
You got it. You the man.
I mean, truthfully, if you had issues, you could have told me, and I would have put mines back the way I had it.
Keep in mind, Discord, if you want to call
Let's
in,
go.
you got to raise that hand. We have no one at the moment, but I'm just reminding them.
Cool. So we got Big Matthews. Oh, we said that. So, yeah, what's your thoughts on that, man? Do you think Ortiz has a shot or no?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got a shot. But, I mean, obviously you've been seeing the way whatchamacallit been looking. I don't know how he been looking.
Who?
Andy.
Yeah. I just seen that yesterday. He does look decent.
You got the end with the strength and conditioning people or whatever, so.
He does look decent, man. Really, really does. Legs look good. Shoulders, wingspan. Yeah, man. But again, muscles don't win fights. We got to see how he's going to perform in the ring. But I know you're late, bro. We were talking Shields, Marshall, man, and the fact that Shields thinks that her knockout streak starts with Claressa Marshall. Starts with Savannah Marshall. Obviously, we were talking to the coach, and I'm like, man, I don't think that the fighter could just turn off and on knockouts, but can you develop power? And he says he believes you can develop power, which isn't the first coach that has said that. I don't know. I say all that to say, do you think Marshall gets knocked out by Claressa?
I don't know if she gets knocked out. I do think Claressa wins.
Decision, then.
Yeah, I do. I believe decision, but, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm looking forward to that card. You know that. And,
yeah, I mean, I think you are making travel arrangements to go see Bumgarner, right? She's on the undercard.
Word. Yeah, so, you know, you'll be in Florida, vacation, and I'll be on the road working, champ. You know?
I'm not vacationing. I'll be doing the show from my home studio. What are you talking about? What do you think? We were just going to shut down the show for the last motherfucking next week or so? You crazy, man? Is he crazy or what, man?
Yeah. I'm a little crazy. But yeah, champ.
Homie, you
so
crazy.
We have obviously. I mean, I could tell them, right, who I'm gonna go visit.
I already told them since you wasn't here.
Oh, you told the world.
Yep. I said Jerron, Shakur, Bumgarner,
Tony Harrison, Jared Anderson. Yeah.
You talk to them?
Where are they located?
Huh?
Where are they located?
Danny gonna make a trip around the world, man.
Yeah, so
what's the dates?
You ain't going with him, Bo. You ain't trying to do that road trip.
It's not really a road trip, but well, kind of from Chicago. So I'm flying from Vegas to Houston on the 16th, finna go see Core and Jared and them. Hopefully Regis. That night I'm flying to Chicago, staying the night in Chicago. Then the next morning driving to Detroit, going to see Alicia and Tony. Coming back the next night, staying in Chicago, and then that Thursday I'm gonna just chill with my peoples. And then Friday morning I'm flying from Chicago to Philly, go see Boots and them, and then that night flying back to Vegas.
Jonathan Banks style.
Nah, Coach Banks be driving. You know, yeah, Coach. I can't put myself in the same.
Nah,
it's today a sparring
with all
day?
that traveling, you definitely in the same realm. Not for Top Rank.
Nah, I mean for Coach Banks.
I would have to ask Mike. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Yo, if anybody wants a Southwest credit card, you know, you can earn up to 50,000 points. I'm not an affiliate or anything, but if you do use my referral link, I can make like 25,000 points. And, you know, I need them points to fly around the world so that Danny could go to like Jerron Ennis and
Alicia Bumgarner.
So just saying, it ain't going to cost you nothing.
Thanks, Jimmy. You ruined my chances with Alicia Bumgarner on the short. I was talking about her not getting a knockout, and she seen it, but I don't think she liked it.
Did y'all see the shirt she made from Michaela May?
Bro, that shit is fucking hilarious.
Can we get a screen share?
I need.
I don't have it. Where is it? Is it on her?
Yeah, it should be on her Instagram. I need me one. I am not gonna lie.
Come on, how you gonna wear that shirt,
bro?
You picking sides?
Nah, that's like you. That's like me saying you picking sides because you bought the Earl shirt. You get what I'm saying? No, champ.
What Earl shirt?
The big fish.
I ain't got no Earl shirt.
Shit.
You ain't seen it?
They must have seen your name on the little
bro. So hold on. Yo. So you got clothes with you?
I'm going back because I was gonna bring it, but then to have it on the hanger and get all wrinkled, I'm going back. This show ain't, we ain't got to do that till 11. Why? You got clothes with you?
Nah.
So you doing it like that?
Of course.
After all that talking. Oh, you buying something? Oh, yeah. I guess you couldn't find nothing in the closet. That's why he's trying to dumb it down and play it off now. Yesterday it was all about.
Bro, my shirt a million times better than yours. What
That's
you
okay.
talking about?
That's okay. But yesterday was all about outfit. I guess he struggled or woke up late, and now it's like, no, I'm not getting dressed and fly for the video.
How the fuck is this, bro? What? You weird, champ. You weird.
We got a poll.
What's it say?
Who you picking and how? Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. 53% of the audience says Claressa by decision. 19% say Savannah by KO. 17% says Claressa by KO. And 11% says Savannah by decision. So they believe Claressa will win, but by decision, not knockout, as she says she will.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that was going to be hard for anyone to believe, especially a woman that has 2 knockouts. You know what I mean? It'll never be an easy pill to swallow, without a doubt. But yeah.
Yo, Mata King Boxing said, we in the world with Ringwalk Danny visiting the best boxers. No cap.
I mean, why that sounds like a backhanded compliment, though? We in a world where, like, why start it like that? Like, why can't Danny be interviewing the best boxers in the world?
I didn't even think about it like that, but then when you flipped the script, I was like, you know what? He might have meant it that way.
I don't know. What's up with all that, fams? Look at my man, Sinar Bunch, making it to Showbox. He's going to be taking on Alberto Roland. Roll.
He was on there before.
Roll Dan.
That ain't his first fight on there.
No, I know. Loaded triple header features 6 prospects.
He didn't look too good the last time he fought on there either. I didn't like what I saw. But I think he should, and I hope he does better this time.
I left my fucking watch at the crib, yo.
Damn.
Can't count
Fans. We got Torres versus Saya. There's actually a lot of. Did you see that the PBC Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz undercard was announced as well?
What we got on that card?
Nothing crazy though, man. It was nothing great. It was decent, but it's nothing great. You know, a couple undefeated fighters. They got Joey Spencer getting on there. He taking on somebody undefeated. You know, but nothing out of this world. Nothing out of this world, for sure.
So what's the co-main?
Oof. Let me see. Stack PBC lineup. This is before the pay-per-view. I think that the co-main is Luis Ortiz and who else? Oh, isn't it Raís Salim and Plania?
Bro, this is a good card. Yeah, they got Raís Salim versus Mike Plania.
Then they got Joey Spencer versus somebody.
Kevin Zambrano. They got Jose Valenzuela Rayo versus Jezreel Corrales, which is a good fight.
Yeah, but Chris Colbert already beat him.
I mean, but
and I ain't saying
Rayo
that means nothing.
Though.
I know, but Rayo, I mean, they you know, I just wanted that Rolly fight, you know.
Yo, damn, bro, they found Brittany Griner guilty, bro. They saying she facing up to 9.5 years. The basketball player that's being held like by Russia. You know what I'm saying?
They found her guilty in Russia.
Yeah.
I thought they were switching her for the criminal.
Yeah, but they saying that they may have her serve time before they even release her to America, bro.
What? So we gonna keep that dude over here too then?
Man.
Fuck.
Yeah, but you know, America rather get her. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously that ain't, you know, that's fucked up, yo. Damn. See, that's why I be scared to travel with weed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm scared.
Somebody just got caught with 6 ounces too. A football or basketball player. I can't remember.
No,
see, that's excessive. That's excessive.
My man's
I seen that yesterday. I can't remember. Bro,
he got the dreads. You talking about damn, he plays for the Lakers and the Clippers. Bro, I knew a girl that she's stupid as hell. Dude had flew her out and like she posted it all on the internet before. I'm like, you dumb as hell. Fuck the bag up for yourself. But yeah, my man, he got caught with pounds.
Shumpert.
Nah, Iman Shumpert?
Yeah, he got caught with like 6 ounces.
Oh, that's little shit. No, that's little shit. No,
my
man's got caught with pounds, bro. He done for. Yo, he done for. Yo, he played in the league for many years.
So he out the league.
Bro, what? He done for. They got him locked up. They said he doing some years, champ. I forget his name. See, you was talking about 6. Bro, what is his name?
He must be done for. If he was in the league for mad years and he got to sell weed, he been done.
Hold on, I'm finna find it.
Is you really finna find it?
Yeah, because I can't remember my man's name.
Yo, Las Vegas, July. Just a little recap for y'all. We had a biblical storm plague the city where we had nonstop days of rain out here in Vegas, where this is usually the desert, so that should come as a shock. Then another body was found in Lake Mead.
Montrezl Harrell, yo. Montrezl Harrell. He got arrested for marijuana trafficking.
The Hoover Dam exploded. Dust tornadoes.
But the shit ain't explode. The Hoover Dam's still there.
What happened to it?
It's just,
the crack?
Yeah.
Same shit.
Shit fucked up.
Same shit. Starts with a crack, Bo. Dust tornadoes wreak havoc on the city. And us Las Vegas locals are starting to understand what humidity is like. Bro, isn't that crazy that we have humidity?
They found small amounts of marijuana in his sweatpants. And then they found 3 pounds of marijuana vacuum sealed in a book bag in the back seat. He done for it. 3 pounds?
I'm saying he wasn't at the airport though, was he?
No, bro. My man's rented a vehicle to transport the weed, bro.
Okay. Man, they can't tell you he transporting it. He rented a car. Did he get past state lines?
Yeah.
If he rented it in one state and then he got caught in another state, he done.
So maybe not, because he was in Kentucky, and I know he used to play for Kentucky.
So might as well just dry your own.
How
car.
bad is Kentucky though, from a legal standpoint? Like, is weed legal?
I don't think it's
not legal.
But yo, what I was finna say? So regardless, 3 pounds. 3 pounds though. What you think?
3 pound. Oh,
that's what he got caught with. 3 pounds vacuum sealed.
Yeah, that's not good for anybody, brother.
Yeah, I'm just saying how
even in a legal city that shit ain't good because
depending on how much money he got
how done
and what
is
state
he?
did he get caught in. You know what I'm saying? If he got a gun, he's screwed. But if it's just the weed, like he might be all right. He gonna have to pay up though. Do some community service. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just saying that's a lot of fucking weed, bro. That's all I'm saying. And you know, my man's was an NBA. I'm not saying he was a star, but at the end of the day,
I never heard of him.
I mean, you don't watch basketball, Nelson. I mean, like, if you watch basketball, you know who Montrezl Harrell is. He been in the league for some years. Like, he ain't no star, but he ain't no bum either. Like, he's definitely played enough.
I mean,
minutes.
he ain't make the dough, bro. That's all that matter. Cause like he out here slinging pounds.
Let me see.
I'm not about to be no football player and start selling pounds, man. Something went wrong.
He got to say it was for personal use. He got a real problem, and he got to sign up and go to like Weed Smokers Anonymous or whatever.
Yeah,
3 pounds.
Yeah, he got a problem. He wasn't selling nothing.
Even if he got a history, because I know he's popped top before for the shit in the league.
Exactly. So that adds.
That helps, but
that's like
you know, it all depends on the judge, man.
Litigation. That's another reason as to why he had that much. He got a problem. He's smoking half a pound a day. He was trying to get through at least a week.
Bro, this shit's sad too. I'm about to read you his contract, bro. He was on a 2-year, $18.9 million dollar contract.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, NBA contracts is guaranteed, Ness. So if you get hurt, you still get that check.
2-year, $8 million contract?
$18.9 million. So 9.
So he was still receiving that? He's just saying the retired player?
No, I'm saying that was his most, like, he a free agent now. That was his
When the last time he got paid though? Cause how is he selling pounds?
Literally, bro, fucking
when he was smoking them, not selling them.
Bro, literally over the season, whenever the fuck they see he with the Hornets now, so whenever the fuck they season just ended.
Damn, Michael Antonio Perry Bond is back fighting, y'all. He got a fight this weekend. A lot of international boxing fight. Okay, this is the Conlon fight with Mariaga.
Good opponent. That's a good opponent for Conlon on the
Conlon of minus 1428.
So his first contract was 3 years, $3 million. Then he got a 2-year, $12 million. So that's $6 million a year. Then he got a 1-year, $6.4 million. And then he just got this 2-year, $18.9 million.
If I get 1 year, $1 million, just know I'm paid for life.
Nah, I don't know about for life, champ.
Excuse me.
Like, not off that 1 million. Like, I'm sure you'd be smart enough and invest it the right way.
I'm not buying no Bentley. I might not even buy a car. I'm gonna keep living just like I'm living, but I'm gonna be able to eat what I want, wear what I want. I don't do designer and stuff like that. I'm pretty.
No. I'm just saying, like, bro, if you think about it, like,
buy me a house, I'm straight.
50,000 in 20 years is $1 million. Like, $50,000 a year is you know, okay, American. You know what I'm saying? Like 50,000 in 20 years, that's $1 million. Like,
yeah, but you'll never save that because out that 50, you got life expenses.
And
you know, if you
work.
make 50 a year, you don't bring home 50 a year. You know what I'm saying? You got hella shit that gets to you before you even see
exactly.
that 50.
I'm just trying to make the argument that $1 million is not like a lifetime of money.
$1 million is a lifetime of money if you have a consistent job. Like if you keep your $50,000 a year job and you got $1 million sitting in the bank.
No, I'm saying like if I give you $1 million and expect you to never work and live off of that $1 million for the rest of your life.
I mean, as a street dude, I think you could do it. Like
without investing, without doing nothing with the $1 million, just expect you to live off $1 million.
Yeah, doing something with the $1 million.
No, without.
But that's impossible. You asking an oxymoron question. He just literally said, "I'm gonna give you $1 million and want you to live the rest of your life off that million. But guess what? You can't do nothing with it. How, motherfucker? Give me the million. And I'm gonna make that shit work for me.
Nah, for sure.
Fuck, you gonna give me restrictions on the million?
Bro, that's exactly what I told Bo. I'm like, yeah, obviously invest in it. I'm just saying $1 million is not. If you give me $1 million right now and I don't do shit for the rest,
I changed my life and a bunch of motherfuckers' life with $1 million.
He gonna blow it. He gonna be in
because he only 25.
Day one, he gonna be in a Hellcat.
You gotta have a little bit.
I don't even like speed, bro.
You gotta have a little bit of money.
I ain't say flying
to not blow money.
Speeding. I mean, shining.
If you ain't never had it, you gonna want to do. So once that money come to you, you gonna want to take those vacations, buy those cars, you know, date those women, whatever the case may be that you wasn't doing because you was restricted financially. But I think we've gotten to everything and everybody.
El Caesar is the only call.
Yo, Mata King Boxing then sent a couple messages clarifying. He said Ness was trying to, or no, hold on, I can't find it. He said something about Ness. It wasn't like that. I was high. But basically, he's saying that
he was showing you love.
Shade. Yeah, he was just showing love. So we appreciate you, champ.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I didn't know because the way that it sounded, you like we live in the world as if, you know, that just sounds weird. You know what I'm saying? Like we live in the world where Danny's going to interview the biggest fighters in boxing. Makes it sound like it's a strange world. You know what I'm saying? Why can't Danny just be going to interview the biggest fighters in boxing?
Danny been in the field over 10 years.
He a hard worker.
Nah, I ain't been in the field over 10 years.
Come on, bro. Take the compliment whether
you
deserve
bro,
it or not.
No.
How many years has it been?
4.
What?
4. And one of those years I was in Afghanistan and it's a pandemic. So
how long you been working with Ness?
Bro, it's literally been 4 years and 2 weeks that I covered my first fight.
And then what about with any boxing company whatsoever? What was the first, like?
Bro, Ness, 4 years ago, 2 weeks, bro.
I swear,
July 20th.
Like you've been around like 8 years.
July 20th.
That's because he go to everything.
You know what I'm saying?
If you at everything, you gonna seem like you everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? People wasn't covering 29 events in 10 months in 2019 across the country because, you know, only I was doing that.
Because pimping ain't easy. But yo, my name is Ness.
Ringwalk Danny. Together
we are the best. Actually, there's a caller. Who's that?
El Caesar.
El Caesar.
Accept the invite, Caesar. There we go.
What up?
Hey, can you try video? Can you try your video?
If you want.
Caesar.
If you want.
We can't even hear him.
We can't even hear him.
I seen him make a noise.
I seen him make a noise too.
Well, Caesar, we will try you.
Do you got the audio on?
Yeah, one moment. Caesar.
Yo.
Thank you.
Bo had you muted.
Nah, you know the ladies used the thing last night.
Thanks, Bo.
Yeah, you good. Can you try your video?
Can I do video?
You don't have to if you don't want. We're just trying to test it.
Right.
Let me see. I'm at a good slot, so I think how do I do that? I just figured this thing out.
Just push it to where you can see audio, then you click the video. Like where you can mute yourself and whatnot.
Yo, my man's he said he was quoting a Tribe Called Quest.
When?
You know what?
He was basically trying to
just go with your
It's
call.
all good, dog. Forget the video, champy.
Sorry about that, fellas. I'm at work.
Good, bro.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, no, but I ain't got too much on the topic. I think it's a good fight. Can't wait for it. Shout out to Women's Boxing and all that. On the Andrew Ruiz and Luis Ortiz fight, man. I don't know. I mean, that's a damn good fight, man. We have yet to see. I mean, his last he didn't look too good, so I'm still, questionable on Ruiz. So I'm excited to see him back. He's still looking good. So hopefully he can put it together. I ain't got much else, man. I just wanted to say what's up. Finally figured out this Discord thing, so.
All right, champ. Well, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for finally voicing that opinion, man.
Are you in Vegas, Caesar?
Yes, sir. I'm right here at Resorts World right now.
All right,
doing some repairs.
I seen that you had what can you do like for homes? Can you do you got landscaping or you good with anything like that?
This Caesar hooked me up with his boy Paul. I got an appointment with Paul Friday.
Bet.
But Paul,
yeah, I'll see you on Friday.
Paul better hurry up. Might hire somebody today and shit. Trying to get up in my shit.
Oh, you found somebody else? Or
No,
what?
I didn't. I mean, I did, but I haven't given him the job because I want to hear from Paul first.
All right, well, all right, sounds good, man. Well, we'll see you Friday for anything, so.
All right.
For sure, man. Take it easy. Y'all be good.
All right, Caesar. Thank
Later.
you. Big fish.
Big Fish Vega.
Let the little fish go so that we can catch the big fish later.
I'm the big dog at the welterweight division.
WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world.
At the end of the day, I'm a way better fighter than Terrence Crawford.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Me and Terrence Crawford on this side of the street.
We cleaning our side of the street, then we coming after Crawford.
60-40 or 7-30, wherever we get.
Say something else. Say something else.
Big
Wow.
Fish.
I don't hear anything.
Big Fish Mafia. It ain't a movement, it's a lifestyle.
SDS Promotions.
Hello?
Yo.
What up, Big Fish?
Can you hear me?
We hear you fine. Do you not hear us?
Yeah, no, I think it was my headset. Apologies for that. Yeah, I don't see anything for video on here either.
Okay.
And yeah, we're having trouble hearing you guys sometimes. It's just chopping in and out a lot today, different than the other days.
Yeah,
But,
so yesterday, I got to address that because yesterday we had the engineer come in. It's definitely your guys.
Right.
So we ran numerous tests. I got on my Discord app, went out of the studio, went outside, was in the gym. I could hear intros. I could hear the engineer. Engineer could hear me. I don't know. Something's up with what you guys got going on. But, Bo, yesterday he did say that you didn't have a button press. So wherever he taught you about Discord, make sure those buttons are pressed.
Sounds good.
I don't know then.
But yeah, man, to the topic, I mean, I liked all the talking. I see that they're really going at each other. They're getting a little personal. They're saying a lot of things about, what they see physically on each other, talking about, each other's culture or whatnot. I mean, I think you have to just keep in mind they're just trying to build the fight. This fight, it needs a lot of hype. These girls, they want to bring the game up. I wish it was a different way to do it, but nowadays, man, it seems hate sells.
But where's she hating? There was no hate here. She said she's gonna knock her out. She said the knockout streak starts. How is she hating?
Oh, it wasn't that specific. It was like saying that she wanted to be black, and before that, Savannah Marshall was trying to talk shit about her wig. That kind of shit. It's a little distasteful, but like I said, hate sells. If she KOs her, I don't think it's going to be like a one-punch thing. It'll be accumulation. But I think it's going to be decision, and it's going to be a masterclass, one-sided, fight. 10-0 probably. I know Savannah can punch, but I just don't really see the skills. But, yeah, man, that's my call. I hope women's boxing gets a little bit better because it needs to be deeper because once you get past the top 1, 2, 3, ain't much else there, man.
What's the bigger fight? What's the bigger fight? Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, or is this one bigger?
Man, I just felt like, we seen the Serrano Taylor. That shit was electric. Like, it got me pumped. I talked to a couple people about it. This one doesn't have the hype. I think the card's nice, the co-main event as well with the women fighting for belts. But, yeah, I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But, yeah, I have to say Taylor versus Serrano right now.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. Looks like we got Stone Bone in Nebraska. No, Denver.
Colorado. Man. Hey, I'm expecting a dominant performance by Claressa Shields. Also, when they're in the same room, I get the same energy that Christina Hammer gave Claressa Shields. Like, I'm too good, I'm too pretty. She was at that press conference. She was like, "Oh, that I'm short of my answers because I have a plane to catch and all this." And it's just an energy that I don't look at it as Claressa Shields worried about it. Claressa Shields know what that is. When you're a killer, when you're a seek and destroyer, you know when somebody is just talking. But when you close to them and you in their face, the energy change. You see how their reaction is. So I'm expecting a dominant performance, and I don't think it's going to even be close. You know what I mean? I know the amateur, she got the hold of win over in the amateurs, but I don't think this is going to even be close. So I'm looking forward to it. And you said which one is bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say if at this moment, Katie Taylor and Serrano was bigger here because it's here. Like if they would have did Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano over there, it would have been bigger over there. It would have got as less tension here. I think it would have got probably 20% of the attention it got. So that one is bigger though. So all right, man, we'll catch y'all later.
All right. Looks like that is it. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
Ringwalk Danny and the Boxing Voice. Make sure to subscribe and follow on all social media platforms. We will be back today, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, to review all this weekend's fights. You guys don't want to miss it. Peace.